storm has passed, the time is now to go to bed. You can do it somehow. The storm is gone, and maybe it's not too long until you rest your head, get some sleep, try to dream of something sweet. Thunder's gone, the rain is coming down. If you look up to the sky, you see things are clearing now. Everything is gonna be okay, even when it's not. All storms pass eventually. Know you have a lot. You got me, you got mom, got all the things that you've become. Me, you got mom, got a loving home where you're from. You got me, you got mom, so love your family. You only get one, only get one. Storm has passed, the time is now to go to bed. You can do it somehow. Storm is gone, maybe it's not too long until you rest your head and get some sleep. Try to dream of something sweet. Sleep just fine. Tonight, gonna sleep just fine. Tonight, tonight.
You're muted, Adam.
I swear I hit that mute button right before I went live. But anyways, my name's Adam. If we haven't met, how are you doing? We're going to be watching for the tornado watch that is south of Calgary today. And there are some storms popping up near Rocky Mountain House as well, too. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on those. I swear I hit that mute button right before I went live. I thought I turned it off, but of course, that's not how things go. Oh, well. We just roll with the punches here. That's how we do. I'm going to look for, actually, there's a Rocky Mountain House webcam. I'm going to see if I can pull it up here. Let me see if I can get that popped up on the stream. How's everybody doing? Let me know where you're watching from, please. Duck Hat Gaming, my favorite streamer. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Hello, Tana Bear. How you doing? The crowd chants, Adam. Tornado, I am your father. Love your name. Irene says, anything for Edmonton? I don't think so much, but I'll take a look. But it's possible, possible not. Liz says, got your cheese. I don't have any on me right now, but Don't tempt me with the cheese. We were live earlier today as well, too. And that was because we were closely watching our 4 storms in Ontario and Quebec. And now we are live in Alberta. We track the whole country. It's what we do. That's how we do. Let's see here. Rocky Mountain House. Let me see if the cameras show anything interesting. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad. Kind of see some storm structure, but nothing much. So I'll keep an eye on those cameras. Let's see. What is this? Facing north. Okay. All right. Nothing too exciting to show you on the webcams, but I'll keep an eye on those and we'll see how they go. Let's take a look at where the tornado watch is today. It is currently basically right on the outskirts of Calgary. I mean, it couldn't get any closer. Literally, when Environment Canada chooses which alert regions, they click on the regions. So they didn't click on Calgary, but they clicked on everything south and just slightly west of it. So Diamond Valley, all the way down to areas west of Weth. I saw Lethbridge and I said Weth. West of Lethbridge, all the way down to here. By the way, right before we went live, I actually broke my live streaming software and wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it back. I did what you should not do, which is called install a new plugin right before you go live. And all of a sudden it crashed and it wouldn't open up anymore. So I did some sleuthing and we're okay. I figured it out. It's all good. I just had to delete some DLL file from a plugin that was broken. So that's how it goes. I figured it out. It's all good. It's all good. I got it. I got this. Yeah, my brother always says, I always go to update stuff right before I go live or something. He's like, dude, you're playing with fire. Don't update anything. Just before you're about to do something, just leave it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's take a look at Environment Canada's forecast. We actually have on Instant Weather Pro now, we do have the Environment Canada forecast built right in, which is cool. So I can turn it up here so you can see the difference. I'll turn it up a bit, maybe like that. Let's go 40. 40% looks good. So you can see the moderate risk. They've got it basically. The tornado watch is this very skinny area of where the best parameters are. Most of the models are saying the storms are going to pop and they're going to basically move towards Lethbridge and east. So we'll see what happens there. The best parameters for a tornado development would definitely be where the tornado watch is right now based on what I've reviewed. But from what I'm seeing, it looks like the storms are going to maybe pop south of Calgary and then track to the southeast, maybe right down kind of southwest of Medicine Hat. So they're going to kind of take a pretty sharp line down to the southeast. We'll see exactly what they decide to do. But yeah, so this basic area, this is the day 1 forecast from Environment Canada. So now if you do subscribe to Instant Weather Pro at instantweatherpro.com, you can click on the map and then you can see this thunderstorm outlook. If you click that, it'll actually show you all the details from Environment Canada for their forecast maps. And we've got day 1, night 1, day 2, and day 3 all built right in, which is pretty cool. So you can see 3 days into the future what Environment Canada thinks the severe weather environment is going to look like. Weather threat moderate. I should actually, you know what I should actually do is put moderate, but then in parentheses, in brackets, we should put 2 out of 4. Because I think it goes if it's minor, moderate, strong. Or no, they call that severe. Yeah, minor, moderate, severe, which is strange. They call that severe. Oh no, it's high risk. Sorry, they used to call it severe, but it's called high. So moderate. So minor, moderate is 2. High risk is 3, and then extreme red is 4, which they pretty much never use. So they're probably waiting for like the absolute, storm of the decade or something to use extreme. But yeah, so basically, it'd be nice to see if you see weather threat moderate here. It'd be nice to see that is a level 2 out of 4. That would be nice. What is the criteria for an extreme risk? I think they only go extreme if the risk is extreme and their confidence is extreme. So you can have like a risk extreme, but their confidence is low, or their confidence is moderate, and then it won't. I don't think it'll get as high as extreme. So. What is their criteria? I don't know. You're going to have to ask them. I haven't seen them use one in a long time. They did use one in previous years when I think I think remember that crazy Calgary hailstorm? I'm pretty sure they went extreme for that, but they didn't cover Calgary in the red. I remember that. Calgary is just west of the red, but Calgary ended up getting the worst of it.
Yeah, that sounds about accurate.
Do you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can go back. That wasn't last year, was it? Was that the year before?
No, I don't think that was. I think that was the one previous. I don't know. Calgary gets hit by so many hailstorms; it's hard to tell. But I think it was.
I've got our forecast map saved, so let me see if I can find it, and I can maybe.
Yeah, please do. And I remember vividly that we highlighted Calgary in the significant risk, which is our red. We go to an extreme, which is purple, but we rarely use that. But we did highlight in the significant risk. We did highlight Calgary. I remember that vividly, and I think Calgary is only in a moderate risk from 2 years ago. Someone said 2022 or 2023. Yeah, I think so. Oh, what? Patricia says, what about Edmonton? I'm sure we're going to get that question about 99 times per hour. Let me go take a peek. There's just some rain west of Edmonton. I don't think there's much going on. You could see a storm, but it's pretty much just some rain moving in from the west. I don't think we're expecting too much exciting for up there. There is a severe thunderstorm watch to the southwest, more towards, Rocky Mountain House. What did everybody eat for dinner? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Or what you're eating for dinner, or what you're going to eat for dinner. We need to know. It's very important. Someone said, was that a Wayne Gretzky joke? No, I don't know. I just said 99. That wasn't for Wayne. Hot dog, says Tana Bear. Cheeseburger and salad, says Duck Hat Gaming. Nice. We had Swiss chalet tonight. I always get like the wrap. It's a nice little wrap. It's small, but it's nice. Burgers. Dino chicken nuggets. I like it. Excellent. Chicken and corn on the cob. All right. We are eating steak and salad. Awesome. By the way, if you're watching on Facebook, that's cool. But we are trying to build up our YouTube channel. So come on over to YouTube. There are benefits. One of them is you can put it up on the TV. So you just grab your remote control. I don't know if you have the talk to it button. You talk to it and say YouTube instant weather. And it'll just put it on your TV. And then it frees up your phone. It frees up your iPad. You can play a game while you're watching. You can do whatever. It just kind of frees things up and it just puts it up on the TV. So I think that's the easiest way to do it. So come on over to YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so that you get notified as soon as we go live. And yeah, good times. Ooh, lemon, garlic, fish, grab veggies. What are grab veggies? Sounds good. I don't know what they are. Yeah, so Edmonton's getting some rain, so there's that. I don't know if Calgary's going to see anything. Maybe. There's a storm northwest of Calgary, tracking to the southeast. Maybe. This little guy up here. Come on, little guy. Which way is it going? I don't know if it's going southeast enough to get there, but maybe. What's the cell we're concerned about? It's not so much the cell as in the area. So as these storms are starting to develop that are southwest of Calgary, they're starting to get going, and we're just going to have to wait and see which one stands out as the dominant cell. They're just getting born. We figured we'd go live, before things get hectic and not in the middle of it. Seems like a good idea. There was a severe thunderstorm warning earlier for a storm that passed just west of Edson with some decent hail on it, but that was removed. But we still have the severe thunderstorm watch. We have this severe thunderstorm warning here, which is the storm south of Rocky Mountain House. It actually does have some kind of broad rotation on it here. Yeah, it's got a little something going on. Might have the juice. With this one. We'll see. This see if it can get it done here. And the severe thunderstorm warning from Environment Canada says this storm is capable of producing very strong wind gusts up to Toonie-size hail. Very Canadian. Very Canadian. Up to Toonie-size hail, heavy rain. Severe thunderstorm is located 25 kilometers northwest of Carolina and is moving to the southeast at 35 kilometers an hour. Large hail may cause significant damage and injury, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Okay. Let's see here.
You say toonie-size hail is very Canadian, but I don't know. I'm thinking my Timbit-size hail is really catching on.
Yeah, the Timbit-size hail is much better. I mean, nobody wants Timbit-size hail, but yeah, Timbit-size hail is even more Canadian. Although Tim Hortons does exist outside of Canada, so
yeah, but it's quintessentially Canadian.
True, even though it's owned by
notwithstanding possible American ownership, but
no, it's not American ownership. Everybody thinks it's owned by Americans. It's owned by Brazilians. It's owned by 3G, which is huge thing out of Brazil. Yeah, so they're the same company that owns now Burger King.
Yeah, I knew it was attached to Burger King in some way, and I thought that was an American parent company.
Ah, I see. Yeah, no, 3G is from Brazil.
But yeah, everyone knows what a Timbit looks like, so it's a lot easier to visualize than saying like, here's some random comparisons. Like, I don't
like ping pong ball. I feel like ping pong ball is almost identical to Timbit. It's actually a little
slightly
smaller,
larger.
Wait, the ping pong ball is slightly larger than Timbit, or the Timbit's larger than the ping pong ball? Yeah. What?
Bigger. Yes.
What?
Yes.
I don't know. I've gotten some pretty big Timbits before.
Well, I'm talking about like your average like old-fashioned glazed.
So like a no frills Timbit. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna do some research. This is gonna be important research.
I'm pretty sure it's about 3.5.
I'm gonna put it on the company visa. I'm going to Tim Hortons and I'm buying a bunch of Timbits and I'm gonna buy a bunch of ping pong balls and I'm gonna do some scientific research. It's gonna be delicious.
All right, you do that.
Can I write that off?
No, but you probably will.
No.
I mean, I'm the one who does the book, so it's only me you have to convince.
That's true. She does the books, so I have to basically say, "Oh yeah, no, that Tim Hortons bill. That's critical research, trying to figure out if a Timbit is actually the ping pong ball size. Timbits for research. Yeah, right," says John. Ping pong ball is 1.57 inches. Timbit is about an inch. Timbit is not an inch. It is definitely bigger than an inch. I don't know what ant-sized Timbits you're getting where you are, but I'm telling you, a Timbit is not an inch. It's definitely bigger. It's like 1.5, if not 2 inches. There's no way it's an inch. Are you kidding me? Like, think a hockey puck is 3 inches. So take a hockey puck, slice it in 3. Another very Canadian thing to do. I measure things by hockey pucks. 3 inches. Cut it in 3. That is definitely not the size of a Timbit. Timbits are bigger, says JCD. Yeah, I agree. Someone said toonie. Yeah, like a toonie. Like a Timbit is the size of a toonie. At its absolute
so I've got
largest.
Thorough research here from BuzzFeed.
Okay, BuzzFeed.
Favorite Timbits. So average is 1.5 inches or 3.81 centimeters.
I told you, 1.5. That's what I said. Now, hold on. How big is a ping pong ball? 1.7?
4 centimeters, remember correctly.
How big of ping pong balls are you playing with? For some reason I thought you meant more. Actually, that's probably right. 4 centimeters is probably right.
Yeah, average ping pong ball is a diameter of 40 millimeters to 4 centimeters.
And sorry, and what was the Timbit? You said inches.
3.8.
So it's exactly the same as a ping pong ball.
It's not exactly the same. It is smaller.
3.8 to 4. Now every that was the how many Timbits did they average?
I don't know. I scrolled through it and got the important information.
This is where Patricia tells us to move on.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
That's okay. She hasn't said it yet. She probably did.
Something at her TV right now.
Oh, I'm sure she is. Yeah, Patricia can't handle us going off topic for more than a minute and a half.
I think she's more laughing at the potential tax fraud.
The Timbit tax fraud? Yeah, that's not happening. I don't think that's going to go over well when CRA says, "Can we see the receipt?" And we're like, "Receipt for a Timbit?"
Who gets receipts for anything?
I don't know. There's that Mitch Hedberg joke where he's like, "I just want a donut. We don't have to bring ink and paper into this transaction. I give you money, you give me the donut."
Or if you watch Schitt's Creek, it's like, "Oh, it's a tax write-off."
Yeah, really? They really said that? I didn't know that. For a donut? Yeah,
No,
I'll have
it's
to
for
watch
something else. Anyways, let's move back on to
okay.
storms.
Yeah, let's move back onto the storms that aren't happening yet. Let's see here. So there is this one, actually 2 of them under a severe thunderstorm warning. This might actually be a new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see what time it said. At 6:30. So yeah, this was 3 minutes ago. So this severe thunderstorm warning is near Ghost Public Land Use Zone, or Stud Creek. Speaking of creeks, here's Stud Creek. Let's see here. That's moving basically due east towards Dog Pound and Botrel. Botrel? Botrel? I don't know. I'll just leave it at that. I can't pronounce it any other way. Let's see what they're saying for that particular storm. Environment Canada is saying severe thunderstorm is located 30 kilometers north of Ghost Lake and is moving to the southeast at 35 kilometers an hour. Large hail, toonie-size hail, and heavy rain. So mainly just a hail risk with this one, not necessarily a wind risk. Looks like there's a rainfall warning as well too, which it doesn't sound very ominous, but it basically just means flash flooding warning from Canada. That's pretty much what we're talking about. When Canada has a rainfall warning, it should just be called a flash flood warning. Let's see here. Rain will persist through Monday. Total rainfall amounts of 50 to 80 millimeters is expected. Ouch. So that could certainly cause some isolated flooding for those who are dealing with that. I don't know. I don't know if I trust BuzzFeed on this one. I think I'm going to have to do my own research. So just putting that out there. I'll definitely eat 75 Timbits just to make sure that we got the right.
How about I
sizing.
DoorDash some right now, and we can do a comparison on the live stream.
Brennan can eat them on the live stream and tell us exactly
I
how
just want
big.
an excuse to order Tim Hortons, honestly.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, nothing. Well, I mean, Brennan's Brennan could probably deal with refined sugar better than I can at his age. So we should probably make Brennan do the test. Let's see here. Big says, Timbits. Yeah, we should be. Where's our sponsorship there, Tim Hortons? Come on, 3G Brazilian company. Where's our sponsorship? We should be getting sponsored for talking about all these Timbits. These delicious. You know what are the best, though? And I think, Alana, you said this before, too, but it's the old-fashioned glaze, but then it's got, like, the sour cream. Is it the sour cream glaze?
Oh, sour cream glaze. It was like 100%
That is the greatest.
But
That is the greatest donut ever
to,
invented.
it's, oh, gosh.
Which?
The robin eggs.
There's one called Robin Eggs?
Hold on.
Sour cream glaze is the best, says Lady Esri. That's right. That is right.
Sorry, I had to mute my mic to confer. Yeah, it's Robin's Donuts.
Oh, Robin's Donuts. I see.
Yes.
Sorry, you're like Robin's Eggs. I'm like, are you just drinking the juice out of Robin's Eggs?
They call their donut holes, if I remember correctly. It's been a few years since
Oh,
it's been there.
that's what they call their Timbits is Robin Eggs. Ah, that's
Yes.
adorable. Yeah, that's interesting. Robin's Donuts, Robin's Eggs. Yum, says DJ Tech. I remember Robin's Donuts. Travis says sour cream glazed is number one. Yeah, sour cream, say gleam for some reason. Sour cream glazed is by far. I mean, I don't think there's anything. Oh, the powdery one with the strawberry filled. Yeah, I used to go for that.
Those are my favorite.
Those are pretty awesome, and I don't mind the raspberry
filled ones.
Yeah, I mean, I like pretty much every donut there, but you got to get the sour cream glaze. It's just, I don't know who invented that one. Somebody knocked over a bowl and it like mixed, and they're like, just throw it in the oven, and then they were just blown away by how amazing it is. I miss the Long John Boston creams. Boston cream, says Tana Bear. I used to eat Boston cream. I used to really love it, but yeah, but okay. Carissa says honey glazed. Yeah, honey glazed, but the sour cream one. Sour cream is great. If you have not tried the sour cream glazed, you need to at least try it once. It is so darn good. I think we need to run some polls. We need to run some donut polls here. I don't even know how. I'll try to figure it out. It's critical stuff. Yeah, so we got 3 decent storms here. North of Rocky Mountain House, southwest of Rocky Mountain House, and south of Rocky Mountain House. From now on, we're just going to tell you where everything is versus Rocky Mountain House. No matter where it is in the province. That's going to be our center point from now on. Yeah, so we've got some storms. I'm going to tilt the camera because we've got those skills with Instant Weather Pro. That's right, look at that. Oh, we're starting to get some development here to the south. Pincher Creek is starting to pop a little bit right into the tornadoes. So this is the tornado watch. This green, sorry, this not green. As I'm going down, I saw green. This red outline is the tornado watch all the way up to just south and west of Calgary. So Diamond Valley. This is such a cool view. Linden, Claresholm, Fort McLeod, all the way right down to Whiskey Gap at the international border.
I got to stop you on that one. Fort McLeod.
What did I say?
Fort McLeod.
Did I?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to need to clip that. I want to see. I thought I said McLeod. I said McLeod. Fort McLeod.
Mike's laughing at you so hard he's coughing.
McLeod. 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 All right. Fort McLeod all the way up to Calgary. Should be interesting. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, we've got several storms here that are worth paying attention to. Let me tilt this a bit and bring it forward. There we go. So that one, this one, and now this one. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Tornado watch in place. Walnut Crunch, says Big Evil. Yeah, Walnut Crunch. It's actually pretty good. Kenneth says Red Deer. Maybe. There's a storm northwest of you coming at you, so yeah, maybe. Red Deer might have an opportunity here. Let's see. Red Deer's currently not in the severe thunderstorm watch, but that could change as this storm is heading. This one up here, you can see is heading kind of right down towards you. You're getting some rain so far. Red Deer's just been getting rain so far. But the storm to your west is going to miss you to the south, but the storm to your northwest might actually have a chance to head over to Red Deer. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Flames Dude said, is the storm heading for Dog Pound Crossfield dying? Where did Dog Pound go again? Just going to search it. Instead of me wasting time trying to find things. Oh, yeah, you're way up here. Sorry. Is it dying? I don't know. Looks pretty decent. Let's see here. I think it's getting stronger. Yeah. That one's getting stronger. The one that's right over Dog Pound right now? I think it's getting stronger. This is a perfect statement. Red Deer never gets any weather until it does. That's right. Megan says the shelf cloud here is insane. Can you safely take a photo of that maybe and post it on Alberta Storm Reports on Facebook if you can? I don't know if you're on Facebook or not, but if you are, we've got an incredible community there of storm reporters. And if you can search for Alberta Storm Reports and then share that with us, we'd appreciate it, if it's safe to do so. Duck Hack Gaming says, what language is Instant Weather Pro coded in? It's all JavaScript. The back end is some Python, I think, and what else is in there? Maybe some Node.js or something. But it's all JavaScript. It's a website. It's literally a website. This is a web app. Stacy says, I came for the awesome weather updates, stayed for the mispronounced towns. That's right. It's classic. Robert says, hello, Adam and team. See that you have stepped in Northern Ontario, Nickel Belt area and cover Alberta storms as well. Let's go. Yeah, it's been a busy day. It's been a busy day. We covered Ontario and Quebec, and now we're covering Alberta. We're all over the place. Hexagon says, opinion, ice caps are my favorite thing at Tim Hortons. My wife used to love Tim Hortons ice caps, but she has switched now. She has switched to Starbucks. Coffee Frappuccino. I don't mind it. It's just a lot. I'd probably pick a coffee over that if I still drank coffee, which I don't. Gives me heartburn, so I have to stop. But once I stop drinking coffee, the heartburn has basically vanished. So at least during the day. Which is good. Let's see here. Pitts Guy says, I'm an old guy. None of this weather is new, but I like your channel. Cool. we never thought it was new. This weather's been around before humans, so it's all good. We talked about that earlier on the live stream. I don't have any proof, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that severe thunderstorms didn't just show up once humans showed up. They've been around for a long time. My only proof is that if you look at like the big storm on Jupiter, that's been around longer than humans, or at least I don't know. It probably regenerates a lot, but clearly it doesn't require humans for weather. Let's see here. Canadian Ball edits and animation says, I'm excited for the Nunavut severe weather. Let me see what's happening up in Nunavut here. Well, they have a warning. Wind warning. 90-kilometer-an-hour winds. Okay, is that what you're thinking? That's exciting up there? Oh, is there a storm and still a storm popping around in eastern Ontario? Where did you come from? Interesting. That's interesting. I want to keep an eye on that one. Still some stuff going on Quebec, but it's pretty much moving out towards Maine. It was quite interesting earlier. Storm north of Ottawa, but it looks pretty boring. What else here? Some stuff up here northeast of Thunder Bay. Okay, that's a decent little storm. 26% severe wind risk on that one. That's northeast of Terrace Bay in northwestern Ontario. All right. Looks like there is a storm way up here in Manitoba somewhere. Interesting. All of this gray means there's a minor risk for basically non-severe thunderstorms. There is a risk over here. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch here in Kamloops, British Columbia area. I'm not sure exactly when that's going to show up, but maybe later. And there is a severe thunderstorm watch up here in the Prince George area. So even BC's getting in on things. And of course, we have severe thunderstorm watch all the way from west of Edmonton, down through Rocky Mountain House, all the way down to the severe thunderstorm watch does cover Calgary. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. All right. So they did cover Calgary in that. And let's see what's happening. Oh, we're starting to get some IW storm risk down here. Okay. Storm's starting to develop near Fort McLeod. Fort McLeod.
McLeod.
Oh, cloud. Remember, I said I'm going to start a language that you're only allowed to write words the way they sound. That's my new. That wasn't the hailstorm. That was a different one. Oh, okay. Wait, that was a few weeks earlier. Oh, okay. I see. Brennan is ordering Timbits.
And
what is this order, Brennan? Okay, that's not just an ice cap. Let's go through Brennan's order here. It's 1 caramel toffee ice cap, 3 powdered strawberry filled donuts, 3 blueberry cheesecake filled Timbits. I didn't even know that was an option. That sounds amazing. And then 1 20-pack Timbits.
Yeah, because you have to order the filled one separately.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're cheap and they don't come in the multi-pack.
They used to put the white powdery ones in the multi-pack, and they'd have just like one little dollop of one little tiny...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Lindsay. Lindsay just let me know that that lady in the chat who said the shelf cloud was insane, she has posted it to Alberta Storm Reports. Let's see if... Let's see here. Oh, is it the one, the Megs one? No, I think it's the one up top where she says, not the greatest shot, but I can go chase and get a better one. No, don't go chasing and get a better one. It's fine. If you want to take a photo from home, that's safer that way. I wouldn't just randomly go chasing to get a better shot there. By the way, if it's Megs Shifty, if you could re-edit your post and put the location in, that would be very helpful, please. We typically like time and date, but if you can do that, that'd be awesome. Thanks so much for sharing. Yeah, it looks like, I bet you the shelf was pretty impressive, but it's hard to get a great angle on it there. But I'm glad you were impressed by it. Thanks so much for sharing. Appreciate it. All right, Brennan, Do you have a measuring tape?
I have my phone that can measure things.
It's not the same. It's pretty good. It's not bad, but it's not great. You don't have anything that has like the dashes on it. You don't have anything in your entire house that has measuring capabilities.
Maybe?
There's got to be, do you have like a toolkit or something like that? There's got to be like a measuring tape in your toolbox or something.
There might be. I'm not sure.
All right.
Brennan
All right,
having a toolbox would be something.
Yeah, I know. I almost laughed about that.
Well, I think we need to send you one of our custom instant weather rulers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we do, so we can measure the snow on his balcony.
Yeah, all the Toronto snow, right?
All that Toronto snow on his balcony he can measure. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect idea. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Stop the press. We've got rotation here near Kevsville. That's definitely a rotating storm. Let's see, till 2. Oh, yeah, till 3, kind of. Till 4, nada. But this is definitely showing some minor rotation. All right, we've been sitting around bored for a while. We're going to do something interesting. And this is the storm that is moving southwest of Red Deer, heading down southeast towards maybe Bowden. Where is this going? Yeah, basically heading towards Bowden at the moment. Let's go find that storm. Let's do it. Heading over to our notification panel. Good. Let's go find that storm. Let's go find that storm. Yeehaw. Okay, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Let me see if I turn this off. Innisfail. Is it just west of Innisfail? Yeah, that's right. That's the one. Okay. Yeah, definitely seen some minor rotation on that. We're getting ourselves our first polygon. Something like this. Probably a good idea. Okay. I don't know if it's definitely not going east. So maybe that is a better idea. Okay. 1,445 people in the path of that storm that use our free app, Instant Weather, which you can get at instantweatherapp.com. Minor rotation detected on this storm. Where is it? Near Kevsville. Tracking to the southeast towards Bowden, etc. And the timing here is going to be 6:51. What? How come that's not working? I'll just wait until it works. There we go. 6:51. And oops. There we go. Okay. Oh, what happened to my time? That was weird. 6:51. Yeah. Okay. Let me send that out to these folks. 3 folks who have our textmessagealerts.com service. And sending it out now. Okay. We've got our first area of minor rotation worth paying attention to here near Kevsville. Little supercell developing. And the one to the south of it actually is starting to look interesting too. This one down here west of Airdrie, starting to get a look to it. This one right here. Something going on there. Let's go to tilt 2. Lana said she might send Mike out for Tim Hortons. Is everybody going to get Tim Hortons? What's happening here? I mean, you can't, it's not hard to find one. Every corner of every street. Ever.
Yeah, whenever I order from Tim Hortons, it's like a gamble of which one will pick up my order. Like, there's 5 different ones in my area.
Oh, I see. So
each time.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know about this storm here. It's gonna get interesting west of Dog Pound. And the one that went through Dog Pound is getting even stronger, maybe. Yeah, this one is starting to kick it up a notch here. Is that the latest update? Oh, that was tilt 2. So here's tilt 1. Here's tilt 2. Tilt 3. I think this one looks pretty dominant. This one's gonna be a beast probably, based on the environment it's currently in. And which way is it going? Right towards Calgary. Okay. Right towards Calgary, that one goes. Yep, indeedy do. Might be in it today, folks. We'll see. All right, all right. Is it Frasier? Frasier? Hi. Is it Frasier? Frasier. I think so. Oh. Hold on a second here. Oh, boy. Severe Thunderstorm warning for Crossfield. Thank you, Big Evil. Appreciate it. Stephanie says, radar looks like it disappears over Okotoks and then picks up again around Strathmore. I live on a hill. No tornadoes, right? Severe tornado fear. Thanks. Original Twister when I was a kid. Yeah, I watched that when I was a kid too. Yeah, hills, valleys, all these things. Oh, Freya. My bad. I saw the J-A and I was like, Ja? I thought maybe Freya. Nothing? I can't pronounce the thing. The J is silent, says Paula. Everybody knows for some reason. Oh, Keevisville. Ah, Keevisville. Thank you. Stephanie, yeah, it doesn't matter. Hill, valley, a tornado's going to do what it wants to do. I mean, there's a very small percentage of the actual surface terrain that plays into where it wants to go. But yeah, the storm itself is bigger than Mount Everest. And all of it is rotating. It's all coming down to one strong funnel that's touching the ground, that's creating a tornado. And then it's like, hold on a sec, there's a hill there? Never mind. Like, it doesn't care. I don't think it cares. There's been many, many reports of tornadoes going uphill, downhill, left, right. Oh my goodness, this update is ridiculous. I told you this one's going to get dominant. This one's looking nasty. Okay. Going to go minor rotation on that one probably. Let's jump over to our notification system again. And that's the previous one we did here, but I'm going to go and let's look at this storm that's potentially heading down towards Calgary and looking quite nasty. I'm going to go right to Calgary with this one. Let's see here. It's really kicking it up a notch. Wow. Velocity just exploded on this one. I'm going to say, what am I going to say for this? We're going to find out. Let's see how many folks we got in Calgary when we do a notification. 7,811. Okay, it's not bad, I'm going to say severe thunderstorm potential. We're carefully monitoring a storm that is located. I think I might go minor rotation on that. Yeah, I think I probably want to. It is just a huge inflow signature. Located west of Bottrell. West of Bottrell. Yeah. Tracking to the southeast, potentially towards Calgary. Yeah, I'm going to switch it to minor rotation. On this storm that is located. We're also concerned about large hail and damaging wind gusts. Okay, and the timing here is going to be 6:58. All right. Sounds good. All right. There you go, Calgary. You get a notification if you have our free app. If you don't have our free app, you can get it at instantweatherapp.com. Robert says, hello, Adam. My wife is sitting in as well. Would you please explain how you see rotation using the radar? Yeah, so when you're looking at radar, anything is green, you'll notice, or blue, you'll notice it has, if you look at the very top of the screen here, you can barely see it, but it says minus 108 kilometers an hour. Pretty strong winds on that storm. And then if you see anything that's red, you'll notice that it's in the positive, right? So it's 35 kilometers an hour, 19. So when you compare the red versus the green, so let's use this part of the storm for example. 69 minus on one side. Sorry. Red means it's going away from the radar, so it's in the positive. And if it's coming back towards the radar, it's in the negative. So, minus 70 kilometers an hour back towards the radar, and 28 kilometers an hour towards the radar. So towards, away, towards, away, towards, away, towards, away, towards, away. And that's how you're seeing that rotation. When you start to see some really strong signatures and it really starts to wrap up, and also too, I'm looking for the structure of the storm. And in this particular case, we've got a storm with a hook on it. It's got a heck of an RFD with probably some hail inside as well too. So there's the rear flanking downdraft. Here's the forward flanking downdraft. This is actually like a flying V supercell it's building into right now. So it's got this kind of V shape to it, right? And then it's got this hooking section to it. And then we've got incredible inflow winds coming in. That's why we're going minor rotation on that one, because it's just looking like it's cooking. And it is traveling southeast. Looks like it's heading right towards Calgary. Oh boy. So we're watching that one closely. Let's see here. I just saw some photos from that storm on Twitter right now. Interesting. Nola says, hi from Airdrie. Can we see anything from that? Oh, probably. At least some of that storm is going to come straight towards Airdrie. So yeah, Airdrie is going to see that too. It's going to be like the north side of Calgary and Airdrie with that one. Oh yeah, that's going to be interesting. These supercells are kicking it up. They're actually kind of cranking up a little bit further north than expected. The stuff down in the south it's still not really that exciting. Let's see here. Let me just pause the animation. This Pincher Creek one, let's see what it's doing. It's right down here in the tornado watch. I don't know. It's kind of a boring storm so far. Maybe some of it will hit Lethbridge. Lethbridge might get some rain. But the supercells up here are really kind of becoming the focus at the moment. And so, yeah, when I posted minor rotation on this one right here, this is a good example of, here's a little supercell. This is basically where you would consider a hook. It's got kind of the rear flanking downdraft here, right? And if I swipe over, which is a tool that we only have on Instant Weather Pro, which you can subscribe to at instantweatherpro.com, you can swipe over and you can see basically right where the core of that storm is right where you can see the red versus green rotation. So this is broad, but this is definitely rotating. So that is some of the techniques to see rotation. Now, you also have sometimes there's a storm where the top of the storm rotates back the other way. We call that a bookend vortex. And then the rotation would be actually in here instead of being in the southeast corner like on a classic supercell. So on a bookend vortex, typically you have kind of like a bowing line. And this is kind of a good example of it here. This is not really a classic bow, but this just has the right shape right now so that you can see that the storm is bowing this way. And then it's usually the top of the storm rotates back around. And there it ends up being a problem too, because, when the storm moves through, the people get hit by rain first, so they can't see the tornado, and all of a sudden it clears up, and then you have a tornado behind the rain curtain coming straight at you, which I've been in the thick of things with a bookend vortex before, so that's how I know exactly how that works. So in that case, the rotation would actually be more like here instead of being down in the southeast side. So yeah, that's kind of the two main ways that we would see. With landspell tornadoes, which we have a lot of in Alberta here, it's very, very difficult to see anything on radar. Oh my goodness. This is just a nasty storm. Oh my goodness. This is strong, folks. 101.16 kilometer an hour wind gusts being measured on radar with this storm. That is not nice. Storms are bad and good. Yeah, that looks strong. The inflow on this storm is ridiculous. I mean, you want to talk about green versus red? Like, just look at this thing, just socking in all the warm air. This thing is, I think we're going to get lots of reports on this because it looks like Chris Ratzliff is out there. P.Y. Howard is out there. There's a bunch of reports on Twitter. We're getting lots of reports as well, too, from the community. Look at that. How did they get this shot? Is this a drone shot? Hayden Cole coming in with a drone shot. Look at this right here. Looking northwest from Airdrie at the cell near Madden and Winchell Lake Estates at 6:53, so only a few minutes ago, 9 minutes ago. That's a heck of a drone shot there, bud. Thanks for the drone shot. Appreciate it. There's that storm coming on in. Oh my goodness, the signature is just ridiculous. Let's see what tilt 2 looks like. Oh boy. Tilt 3. Tilt 4. Yeah, this is a pretty grumpy looking cell. It's heading straight for Airdrie and Calgary. Look at which way it's going. I like to do this. This is something cool we can do on Instant Weather Pro as well, is we can tilt the screen and we can actually look exactly like which way exactly is this storm heading? The second post, the one that's just down? I mean, the one that I can't see? In the sidebar. I can't. I don't have access to that. It's Brennan. You got to tell Brennan. Sorry, I'm listening to Lindsay in my ear. She's talking on Discord right now, telling me that it was Joelle who posted that report. The next one down, I think. Is that the one from, from Joelle Hannett there? That one right there. That's near Bottrell. Oh, that is that storm. Wow, it's ground hugging too. That is close to the surface. And it's gone. Here we go. Okay, that one right there. Whoa, that is close to the surface. That is looking pretty grumpy. That is low down. Oh boy. All right, so let's get rid of all these radar icons because they look silly at the top of the screen. There we go. That's better. Okay, now let's scroll in here and let's see exactly which way this storm is going. Let's see who's in the path here.
I'm thinking it might hit Airdrie instead of Calgary.
I think it's going to hit the... It looked like it tried to turn left, but then it went right again on the last frame. So watch this. So I'll go to the last frame. And if you back it up one, I mean... So here's Calgary, here's Airdrie. Here, I'll back it up too. So it looks like it's trying to go that way, but then it does extend a bit. I don't know. I think it might hit right in between. It might hit right in between. I mean, Airdrie's going to have some of the storm. Calgary's going to have some of the storm. But the strongest part of it might actually hit Glacier Ridge, which is basically just northern Calgary. That is northern Calgary. So let me back it up here and we'll watch it again. Yeah, Balzac is probably in the path of this one. As well as Simons Valley. Yeah, that storm's coming in pretty grumpy. Probably going to trim the north side of Calgary. It's going to affect Cross Iron, Balzac, Airdrie probably. Looks like it's coming in hot. Oh, there's a radar frame update on that one. Oh my goodness. Reflectivity is like, okay, reflectivity is, it's not that. Like if I just saw that, I was like, okay, that storm's looking decent. It's looking decent. Oh my Lord. 119.6 kilometers an hour in there, 109. That storm is cooking in hot. That is just the inflow of that storm. Like that's all inflow. It's being sucked into the storm right now. I bet you if you were standing right here, you'd just be feeling the hot air just blow right past you, just heading right into that storm. Looks like we're popping off now. Luke says, how's Ottawa? Ottawa's good. You're all right. You're all right. There was a storm north of you, but I don't think it was anything too spectacular. Take a quick peek over there. I don't think there was anything else going on. There was just that one storm we wanted to watch. This one down here, but I don't think it's doing much here. Let's see. Nah. Heading towards Bedford. Storm, a little rain shower gonna move through Ottawa. That's it. You're good. You're good. Let's see here. Heat warning over here in Nova Scotia. A heat warning up in Newfoundland. But we've got a tornado watch. Tornado watch in areas south of Calgary. Although the best looking storm right now is northwest of Calgary and moving to the southeast. That storm is looking super, super strong. Definitely become the dominant storm out of all these other ones. The minor rotation from further north has fizzled. So I'm going to get rid of that polygon. That one's toast. The Bowden one, that fell right apart. So that's good news for Bowden. But currently not great news for Cochrane areas heading into Calgary and Airdrie. All right, I'm going to go get rid of that other, let's see, the one for Bowden. Yeah, that one. I'm going to get rid of that one because that storm fell apart. Okay. We're leaving this minor rotation right now. I say minor. I don't know if that's really minor anymore. That's looking pretty major. Minor rotation's like, oh, there's a little bit of green, a little bit of red. It's got the right look. This is like, looks like it's problematic. Question for you. Does anybody keep gloves in their glove box?
That question in itself should be an ADHD diagnosis. You just randomly come out and said, does anyone keep gloves in their glove box?
No, I just saw a comedian.
I was kind of tuning out a bit, but was that prompted by anything?
No, that was just I remember I just watched this comedian last night. He was saying like he was saying something about somebody's glove box. He's like, does anybody has anybody in their life ever kept gloves in their glove box? Not a person. No, we keep old Wendy's napkins in there. We keep our car manual, maybe the lug nuts, gloves. Never gonna see that. Lady Esri said, do I need to clip that for the doctor's appointment? Yes, please do. I have gloves on my dash. That doesn't count. Doesn't count. Everyone's talking about where they have gloves that's not in the glove box. No, do you have gloves in your glove box? That's the question. That is the question at hand. Teresa says, squirrel. Car manual, tissues, and straws. Exactly. Car manual and maintenance receipts. That's right. That's what the comedian said that too. He's like just receipts from Jiffy Lube or whatever. That's funny. This storm, not so much funny. No, this is not great. If you are in Cochrane Lake, if you're on Highway 22 north of Cochrane, let's see here. Yeah, if you are in Rocky Ridge, Simons Valley, is there anything in between here? It's Lockend Road, 766. This storm is moving in, and it's going to be a pretty nasty one based on what I'm looking at on velocity radar. Unless something changes, which we hope it does. We hope it decides to weaken, but right now it's still looking pretty freaking grumpy. By the way, if you ever click in Instant Weather Pro and you see everything highlighted, there's a way for us to get rid of that, but we just haven't dealt with that yet. If you click the Instant Weather bar at the very top of the screen, just click on the blue, it'll get rid of it. A little pro tip. It's a website, so yeah, it runs differently than if you were to run just like an executable file. But the cool thing is that you can actually run multiple instances of them. So you can have, this radar on this monitor, that radar on that monitor, or you can have 2 over here, 2 here, 2 there, etc. So clearing it up from earlier, Dr. Sill says, no, you actually can't see the 80s tornadoes on the advanced dashboard. It's a different dashboard. I have to gain access to it. And okay, this changed. It changed. It's not as shockingly strong as it was before. It's still got some minor rotation in there, but it's changed. I'm not as like, oh my goodness, as I was in the previous frames. Although you see stuff like this, and you just hope it's just noise because it's got 147 kilometer an hour wind gust there. But I think that's just noise. I think this is the main area of general rotation. Let's see what Tilt 2 is doing. So Tilt 2 still has that really strong signature. Tilt 3 is not as bad. Tilt 4 is not as bad.
Calgary just got a severe thunderstorm warning that mentions golf ball size hail.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. This looks like it's going to be a big hail producer for sure. So severe thunderstorm warning for Calgary, mentioning the risk for golf ball size hail. Up to golf ball size hail for Calgary. Okay.
Well, that fits what Environment Canada was forecasting for the day, just for further south.
Did they say 3 to 5? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
They didn't say anything in their severe thunderstorm watch. Yeah, their forecast for Calgary does show 1 centimeter. Yeah, so just to the south. It looks like the storm's kind of popped further north than expected.
Yeah, I shared that map to the pages earlier, and I mentioned that it was possible that some of these storms could go severe outside of that area. So
yeah,
kind of covered the fact that it could hit Calgary and Medicine Hat further to the southeast.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, this is going to be pretty nasty, probably for Calgary. Let's see, has the direction changed at all? It's going a lot more south now. Yeah, it's still going southeast. It's going to definitely clip the north end of Calgary. The north end of Calgary always gets hit. That's not true, but there are times where the northeast Calgary, I think that's where the really, really bad hailstorm was northeast Calgary.
Yeah, that's where it was, because it went through like northern end of Nose Hill through the airport. It was August 5th of last year.
That's right. Last year, okay, yeah. That was the most recent one. And then there was one only a few years before that, I remember. Chris says, but no tornado watch or warning for Calgary at all? Yeah, there's no tornado watch or there's no tornado warning. We did post minor rotation. We posted our own polygon, so if you have our free app, you would have got notified of that. Our free app, Instant Weather. But no, there is a severe thunderstorm warning for Calgary, and it's basically just talking about golf ball size hail and probably strong winds here. Let's see. Very strong wind gusts and up to golf ball size hail and heavy rain. Yeah, it's moving southeast at 60 kilometers an hour, so it's got a decent clip to it. Looks like Big Time Kyle is out there taking photos. Who else? Ben Chinerski is out there. P.Y. Howard. And we saw that Chris Ratzlaff was out there as well too. So the whole team, the whole crew, I don't know, they're not really a team or crew. They're just a bunch of different storm chasers, storm spotters that are out in the field. There's a whole swath of them from the Calgary area that are, I'm sure, keeping a close eye on this one as it comes into town. So, if you're in Calgary, I definitely feel safer knowing that that those guys are out there risking their necks to make sure that if that storm's got a funnel cloud or if it's producing huge hail or all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Oh, there's Hayden. He says, also, y'all are welcome for the drone photos on the reports page. Glad I could help with photos. Yeah, thanks, man. What kind of drone do you got? Is it like a DJI little thing, or what do you got? Let us know. Let's see here. Just going through the different storms here. We did have minor rotation earlier south of Red Deer, but that did weaken quite a bit, so we got rid of that polygon. We're still watching this one. It's 7:12, so we should get a new radar frame in about 2 minutes, I think. Hayden says, I got the DJI Mini 3, not the Pro. I've had this thing for over a year now and have gotten some awesome photos. Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, even they're just basic mini drones are just so incredible. The quality out of them is unbelievable. You got to make sure you fly them in the right spots, though. But with the mini ones, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if does anybody know, but like the DJI Mini drones, I think they're classified as small enough to maybe not need a license. I think that's the case. I'm not 100% sure. If you can clarify that for me, I'd appreciate it. Look at that photo right there, West Airdrie. Look at that storm. That's the storm coming in right now. What you see at the bottom left where it's really white, that's like the hail core, basically. You're seeing a big core coming down from the core of the storm. You're seeing a heck of a shelf cloud wrap around, and that's what the dark part is. That's all this is shelf. But at the bottom left towards that grassy knoll there, you can really see that white. This photo looks a lot like it's taken from the driver's seat. I know they cropped their steering wheel out and everything. I hope this is from a dash cam. There's no way of us knowing, right? Like, we don't promote, but somebody crops it. How do we know? How do we know the passenger isn't like leaning over to take the photo? Like, we don't know. How do we know they didn't just like take their dash cam and crop the right side of it? So we have to let that stuff pass, but please don't drive and take photos. It's so easy to just pull over safely. Find somewhere to pull over, whether that's the shoulder or you take an exit and park in a carpool or something, and then take that photo and then post it and then start driving again. But please don't post while you're driving. Please, please, please. But thanks for the report, anonymous participant. Appreciate that. Oh, it's got a big tail on it now. I don't like the look of this storm. I do not like the look of this storm. Look at the friggin' velocity signature on this. I do not like the look of that storm. If this rear flanking downdraft here starts to curl, it starts to hook. Right now it's kind of going the other way, right? But that happens sometimes. You have this kind of a blob of a storm. All of a sudden the RFD gets nice and skinny and long. It curves backwards for a frame. And then on the next frame, it's got a giant hook. That is a problem. If that RFD swings back around, that's problematic. Yeah, I don't like the look of this storm. I would not be surprised if Environment Canada is seriously considering a tornado warning on that one. Now that they see the structure, they're probably like, ugh. Like before, it looked more like a hail risk and what we like to refer to sometimes as a hail meso. It's just like, that's something we've learned, over the years is early on, every time we saw rotation in Alberta, we're like, oh no, But it turns out that basically every hail-producing storm in Alberta has, every decent hail-producing storm in Alberta has a mesocyclone with it. And so a lot of the cases, it just produces hail, it doesn't produce a tornado. But the fact that this has now a much more classic extending skinny reflanking downdraft coming down the bottom side here, right towards the Cochrane area, and inside of it is a velocity signature like that. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't look great. Yeah, it doesn't look great. Let's see here. And tilt 2 doesn't look great either. Tilt 3 is supported. Tilt 4 is supported. Yeah. I don't like that storm. Yeah, it's like stretching down towards Calgary. The northeast side of Calgary, I'd be preparing to take shelter right now. I know you're under severe thunderstorm warning, and it's talking about golf ball size hail, but I don't like the look of that tail. So there's that. Oh, wow. Is that... Thank you for sharing that, Lindsay. Was that at 7:20? That's 2 minutes ago? I don't know if that's going to show up on the screen. Is anonymous participant going to refresh, maybe? I don't know, Brennan, can you refresh that so we can see that latest that report? That photo is wild. Someone just sent us a photo here. Let's see if it's this one. What? This is me. Oh, here. Oh, my goodness. It's me again. Oh, I see. It just refreshed. Okay, that one is pretty wild. I don't know if that's the one you shared. It might have been. I think it was, actually. Yeah, the white thing. Okay, yeah. So Kurt Alksny, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but Kurt Kurt A posted these photos from Cochrane looking north at that storm. So basically, he's right here, and he's looking up at this beast. That is pretty wild. Let's see if I can... Hold on a second here. I'm going to try to pull this up a little bit bigger. Oh, my goodness. Let's see if I can pull that up. Where would that be? Would that be in cameras? Let me just do studio mode. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. Okay, let me show you this photo up close. Oh my goodness. Actually, let me move this around here 1 second. There we go. Yeah, that storm's pretty decent, folks. That's the storm moving into northern Calgary right now. Heck of a shot, Kurt. Holy moly. Was that just from a phone? Oh my goodness. Look at the shot from Tracy in Crossfield. Where's Crossfield again? Let me double check. Is that the same storm? Those are wildly different perspectives on it. Yeah, Kurt, your shot is wild, dude. That is ridiculous. That storm's got some structure to it for sure. Whew. Oh boy. Let's take a look at that here. Where is Crossfield again? It's right here, isn't it?
Crossfield is north of here.
Oh, it's right here.
So, yeah,
oh, that's a different storm.
Yeah. I would imagine it's a different storm, or it could be a different perspective of the main storm.
Maybe. No, they're too close to it. If they're in Crossfield, then they're looking at the bottom side of that little storm, right? That's what I'm thinking. I think they're too far from it. This from Crossfield, you'd see the whole top of the structure. They're that far away. I think so. Yeah. So I think that's what I was like. That's why I was like, oh my goodness, they must be at a wildly different perspective because that looks like a totally different storm. And yeah, that is a totally different storm. It's a smooth little guy over here by Crossfield, which has maybe a tiny little bit of hail on it. It's not this beast from Cochrane though. I want to go back and look at that again. Oh my goodness. This was posted by Kurt A. And that is unbelievable structure. Did Kurt say he posted that from his phone? Can we find out? Does anybody know? That storm is wild. Yeah, if you're in northern Calgary. Oh, now Tree Tanner on is saying that there's a wall cloud east of Cochrane right now. He's got a lowering wall cloud, and I'm looking at it on Twitter. Oh, it's like ground hugging. I don't like the look of this storm. Did we just get another update on it? Oh, we did. He's got a ground hugging wall cloud on this thing now. This is not some elevated storm. Okay, so it did not hook back. Oh, you can't see what I'm talking about. Hold on a second, sorry. It did not hook back. So here's the new update. It stayed hooking the other way for now. But you see that rotation right in the core, or not the core would be here, but right in the empty spot between the RFD and the forward flanking downdraft. And so you're starting to see that rotation develop right there. And I'm looking at a wall cloud. I don't know if anybody's on Twitter X. If you look up at Tree Tanner, TreeTanner, take a look at his wall cloud east of Cochrane right now. He just posted 2 minutes ago. I can't show you that photo because we don't have permissions for it. We have to ask him if we were able to share it. But oh boy, that is a ground hugging wall cloud off the edge of that shelf right now. Yeah, this storm is looking beastly. Looks like Kyle got in the core. He's got a video of the hail core, and it is just smashing his car. Maybe not that bad. It looks like, from what I can tell, it looks like maybe ping pong ball, maybe loony toony size. Somewhere between quarter and loony toony, just based on that video. But yeah, I think it's go time for northern Calgary. It's looking pretty grumpy. So I hope everybody's going to stay safe with this storm. We've got a minor rotation detected on it. We'll hang with that for now until if that hook comes back around, then I'm going to do a tornado potential polygon on that one. Yeah. This is coming in, like we look at the direction that this is coming in here. Straight into northern Calgary. Airdrie's only going to see the top side of the storm. Looks like, yeah, it looks like it's heading right. So if you're in Simons Valley, Hidden Valley, part of Calgary, Beddington, Huntington Hills, if you're in Cross Iron, even Balzac area, Rocky View, let's just name every community in Calgary, shall we? If you're in Thorncliffe, Aurora Business Park, Stony 2, Stony 1, Cityscape, Castle Ridge, North Airways, Highwood, Charleswood, Dalhousie, Mount Pleasant, Montgomery.
Okay, let's move
Bonus. What? I'm just naming all the different locations there. I think it's fine.
I think people get the gist of it.
Well, they might want to know if their part of Calgary is included. So it's all good. It's all good. And I wanted to do the funny voice while I said it. Okay. Yeah, but so basically southern Calgary is probably not going to see this storm unless it takes a sharp right turn for some reason. But if it stays on its current trajectory, I would say it's going to pass from Arbor Lake right down to maybe Forest Lawn Industrial Area, Golden Triangle, Janet area. It looks like it should pass right there. So the whole northern part of Calgary is going to be seeing that storm probably. I would think so. Steven says the sass.
I got to keep him online somehow.
Yeah. Did you say inline? I think you said online. I think I mean both. It's both. Have. You have to keep me inline and online. If I flip my desk and unplug, then it's over. Let's see here. Cheese Wheel says, what part? Yes. That's right. That's the one. Dan Bear says I'm the best. Maybe not. You know that some people get sick of me. It's okay. It's fine. I get sick of myself sometimes, so I'm right with you. I'm right there with you. It's fine. It's good. Yeah, so we're going to see what happens with this storm. It's looking pretty grumpy. If you're in northeastern Calgary, if you're in northern Calgary in general, if you're in the northern communities of Calgary, just south of Airdrie, I don't like the look of that storm. Cheese Wheel says, we never get sick of you, Adam. You have to deal with me a lot less than Atlanta does. A lot less. So it's all good. Let's see here. Alana said that she asked her cousin in Cochrane to send pics. Those photos from Kurt were unbelievable. I should probably actually show you the rest of the photos that Kurt posted. 1 second here. Because there was more than the one, but the one just looked unbelievable. Stacy posted these photos up here. Those ones right there. Wait, hold on. How do you get there? I need to know where to point. And so if I point at that light, then I'm pointing right at, there we go. So all right, let's try this again. Stacy posted those photos from Cochrane looking to the north. That's a grumpy looking storm. We'll see what it does. Daryl on Twitter, storm approaching North Calgary. Got some decent shots looking like it's pretty low hanging to the ground. We'll see what it does. Talia says, are you on YouTube? We are on YouTube. Please come over to YouTube. We're trying to build up our YouTube channel. So come on over. Yeah, we're called Instant Weather on YouTube. So go to YouTube and just search Instant Weather. You'll find us. It's the IW logo, the white and blue one. And come find us over there. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. You don't have to. I wonder if the subscribe button confuses some people because it says subscribe, so you just automatically assume that means you have to pay money for it. But if you hit the subscribe button is actually like the follow button on YouTube. So it's free. You hit subscribe, it's free. Then there's a join button. That's different if you want to become a YouTube member. Huge thanks to all those who have. If you become a YouTube member, then you have to hit the join button to become a member. But if you want to just subscribe, then that just means you're following us. It helps the channel grow, and it helps YouTube determine that people actually enjoy the content, and then they want to share it to more people. So if you'd like to do that, we'd appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, and even hit the little bell. You see a little bell button too. If you hit the bell, when we go live, you'll know that we're live. So do those things, please. Flames Dude says, I see a hook. Yeah, but it's hooking the other way. Where's it going? All right. I'm a little bit less concerned with it because it hooked the other way. We're really focused on the storm right now. We should go take a look at some other storms. Okay, yeah, other storms are starting to pop as well, too. Let's see. This one west of Lethbridge, near Fort Mac here, is... not Fort McMurray, but Fort McLeod. Fort McLeod here is slowly but surely tracking to the southeast, potentially towards Lethbridge. Still looking like a decent little hail core on it, but nothing too substantial. These ones are starting to pop as well, too. South of Calgary, west of Staveley. These ones are starting to grow as well, too, so they're pretty interesting. But this one coming down into northern Calgary, it might just be a hail risk, but still want to keep an eye on that hook, even though it's hooking back even further the other way. Berta Canada 420 says, love the coverage, man. Love from Red Deer. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll go check on Red Deer for you. Red Deer is... Where'd you go? Right there. You had some rain. The end. You might get some more rain. I don't think there's going to be much big-time storm activity up there. Yeah, it looks like most of the activity is basically, you see the stuff to the north is dying off, so kudos to Environment Canada for that one. It's basically just Calgary down to the international border, and we're going to see some of those big storms track to the southeast. We'll see. Connor says, I live in north part of Calgary. Thanks so much, Connor.
Seeing a lot of comments asking about Stampede grounds. At this point, I'm thinking Stampede grounds are going to be far enough south to miss it, but we'll see how it tracks into the city.
Yeah. I remember you pointing it out to me where it was before.
Yeah.
But I forget again.
Where you are. Okay, hold on.
Was it like in here or something?
Okay, I need you to back out a bit.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so where are you? Yeah, so see, my screen is so small. So you see where it says Ramsey?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, so it's going to be, right in there.
Oh, and this thing? This Victoria Park?
Yeah.
Okay. Stampede Trail.
There's the arena
Stampede
right there, Saddle Dome.
Lot. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that's where all that is.
Perfect. I see. So it's all right here. Okay, so let's take a look at that, and let's back up, and let's see.
I'm thinking it might be clear, but it might be close. I think
it's going to be pretty close. If that tail does swing down again, it's going to be real close.
And it's the last night of the event, if I remember correctly, and it's like big concert and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So
all right. And
I'm sure organizers will have an eye on things.
Okay. Let's see here. You know what we need to add in some Weather Pro is a way to mark stuff on the map.
Absolutely.
We need to get on that. Yeah, we'll see. See what it does. Right now, it's trying to curve back to the other way. If it does curve back this way, it could be close. It's right, you're basically in the core, right? So it's... Yeah, it might just miss to the north. We'll see. It's going to be close. Yeah, Dr. Sills is saying he thinks that actually those strong signatures were actually side lobe because of the strong hail core. So the strong hail core basically is the lower frames of the radar actually pick up on velocity, pick up on their scan catches stuff from the top of the storm and actually shows it at the bottom of the storm. Something to that extent. That's a very non-technical way of explaining it, but it's contaminated by this big hail core. And therefore the stuff at the bottom is contamination. So, which is good news. So that would be helpful. If this was just a hail, I mean, nobody wants a big hailstorm in northern Calgary, but okay, well that changed a bit. Now the structure is changing again. The tail is kind of wrapping itself back. Is this side lobe? Because this looks interesting. Yeah, that's a pretty big supercell thunderstorm here. Lots of Ben Chernisky just said low level rotation starting to ramp up on that storm. Oh, that was 18 minutes ago. He said that. All right. As we watch this track into Calgary, we'll see if it does end up having some rotation with it. That tail is starting to come back down. We'll see what happens with this one. Okay. Let me see here. Just doing something in the background. Give me just 1 second here. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Sorry, just taking care of some stuff in the background here. Just a second here. You got to take care of something.
Just had a severe thunderstorm warning issued for Lethbridge for that storm you were showing a bit earlier.
Okay. I'll take a peek at that right now. Okay, I'm back. Let's see here.
It also mentions golf ball size hail, the Lethbridge warning.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that hail core. It's basically went right through Fort McLeod, but it really didn't get going. Kind of got going over town and then moved to the east. Yeah, golf ball size hail being mentioned on that storm. It looks like it's probably going to hit southern Lethbridge, I would think. If it goes in the same direction it's going, depends on if it spreads out, but yeah, Lethbridge could be in the path here for sure. Okay. Got a few storms down here that are inside of the tornado watch. This particular one is okay. Hold on a second. Hold on a tick. Hold on a tick. Yeah. That's going to change. That 1% is going to change, I betcha. Let's see what tilt 2 looks like. Okay, tilt 3. Yeah. That one's getting her going. Okay, the storm just northwest of Furman, near Bob Creek Wildland Provincial Park. It's definitely rotating now. And which way is it going? Let's see. Yeah, it's heading east, maybe towards Claire's home. Let me see exactly which one that is. That's on the pointy one on the top left. Okay. So I have to go look at reflectivity to try to figure it out. Okay, 1 second here. Let's go over to our notification system and find that storm. I say find because we have to use reflectivity, which is tricky. Where is it here? It would be this one, I think. Let's see here. Maybe? Claire's home. To the east of it? That's the one. Okay. I think it's going kind of this way. Let me see. I think that's about right. Bob Creek Wildland Provincial Park. Yeah, that's the one. Let me just double check on radar exactly which way it's going. Yeah, I think I'm going way too far north with that. Let me bring it down. And I think probably something like this is the way it's going. I think that's a little bit more appropriate. Let me just show it to... Yeah, it looks good. Okay. All right, 150 people in there. Hey, you never know. You never know when you're just like in these rural areas. You never know if there's going to be folks in that area that you can give a heads up to. We checked the minor rotation on this storm. Where was it again? Okay. Oh, actually, we just got a radar update with it. Oh, it has weakened a bit. Hold on a second. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Well, tilt 2 is interesting. Tilt 3, tilt 4. Yeah, there's still rotation on tilt 4. It did weaken a bit. So watch it here and then here. But it does have a hook to it. I'll wait for one more frame on that one. But I'm pretty sure it's got a hook on it here. I hope is this maybe going more south? Yeah, it looks like it might be going more south. This hail core might miss Lethbridge. If it doesn't, it is going to be pretty grumpy. That's a heck of a return right here. Orange, 155.52 kilometers an hour. 159.84 kilometers an hour. Being sucked into the south side of that storm. That is incredible inflow. What do we got here? 57% total severe risk on that storm. The IW storm risk only goes up to about just south of Calgary here. Let's take a look at the Calgary storm, speaking of which. And so storms that are in Calgary, we don't have those details on. But as they move south of Calgary, we will get those details.
Already seeing reports of some decent-sized hail moving into the northwestern edges of the city.
Okay. Makes sense. Do you remember did you hear what size or?
I've got a visual, I'd say maybe Looney Toony.
Looney Toony?
Yeah,
okay.
about that size.
All right, we got some Looney
Tunes.
Tunes.
It was in storm report, so I'm sure it'll come up on the screen once it gets approved.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Is Brennan trying to find it there? Brennan's eating his Timbits and looking for Looney Toony size hail.
Here, let me... Oh, there it is.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go.
I don't know. It's an estimate. Depends on how big that person's hand is.
It's very clear. It's so interesting the different types of hail you see, but that is very clear. Okay, that's something. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Let's see if I can... Okay, Looney Toony. Yeah, we got some Looney Tunes going on right now in northwestern Calgary. Thankfully, the rotation that we were talking about earlier, it's still quite weak, which is good. Looked interesting for a second, but yeah, I don't know if it's really... Might not necessarily be a supercell. It might just be one of these little hail-producing type of storms. We'll see. I mean, it's definitely got some structure to it that looks pretty impressive, but I don't know. We'll see. The one heading towards areas south of Lethbridge looks preposterous. Oh boy, what are we at here? 68.5 dBz and velocity. I hope that's noise because the velocity looks like it's just sucking in unbelievable amounts of inflow into this thing at 159.84. That could be side lobe. Yeah, because the hail core could be side lobe contamination. So we'll see. Lots of potentially contaminated radar returns here. We'll see. Well, that's interesting. Actually, a friend of mine said he doesn't think that's a supercell. And then Jay Lesk, I can't pronounce his name, but it's JAYLESYKWX on Twitter has said, or on X has said, intense supercell entering North Calgary. And he's got what looks like quite a wall cloud hanging down from it. Might be an outflow feature, but it does look pretty impressive. Yeah, there's quite a wall hanging down from that storm. Wow, big hail. I'm just watching a video as well too on X, and big hail. I mean, not huge, but it sounds loud. Oh my goodness. That sounds quite loud. Nothing in Southwest Calgary, says Chantel. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think you're gonna be okay, depending on which way the storm goes. Let's see what the latest direction of it is here for Calgary. I think it's gonna hit the Saddle Dome area. The Stampede may be in the path here. It's hard to say for sure. It's right in here, right? Yeah. There's the Saddle Dome right there. If we back out, it's going to be so close. I think it might hit. Probably just going to be heavy rain and some hail, I would think. But it could be. There's a lot of people outside. That could be problematic. Someone posted and said this rotation is incredible. Oh boy. Interesting.
I don't know, I'm looking at the latest update.
Of the Calgary storm?
Yeah.
This purple here, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is 71.5 dBz in Edgemont. That is, that's a lot of dBz. Yeah, that's a heck of a hail core going right through Calgary right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me see here. See if we have estimated size on that hail. Yeah, it's on its way to 2 centimeter realm. Probably getting pretty bigger. As we saw there, that photo was like probably about toonie size, I would say. Ingrid said, Instant Weather, I just downloaded your app. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is free, and you can get it at instantweatherapp.com. And then when we send stuff like minor rotation detected or, funnel cloud reported, all this kind of stuff, then you'll get those notifications if you're in the path. We don't notify people who are not in the path because that's just a waste of their time. Unless, of course, you have family or friends that are not in your path, but in some other paths, then you can add them. You can add their locations to the app, of course, and then get notified for that. 4% tornado risk now on that Linden storm. That was the one I was going to do minor rotation on, but then didn't. So there, right here, I was going to do minor rotation, and then it fizzled a bit, and it's kind of wrapping a bit again. But it's up to a 4% tornado risk on that cell now, so I'm getting pretty close to going minor on this one. I wrote the whole thing out. I just didn't post right at the last second. Yeah. I didn't write it out. I just made a polygon for it, so it's still a little bit of minor. Let's see what tilt 2 is looking like. Yeah. Still pretty minor right now. We wait. Scary says CBZ. What does that mean? Sorry, DBZ is how strong the returns are coming back from the radar. So the higher the DBZ, the higher the chance of like strong hail or something to that extent. And the lower, then you have go all the way down to drizzle. Okay. Let's see here. Density. Yeah, exactly. Caitlin says, I'm assuming it has something to do with density. That's right. Berta Canada, after sending in a very generous super chat, also became a new member. Thank you so very much, Berta. We appreciate you. Thank you. Can you estimate the path for the Calgary storm? Yeah, I'm estimating that it's going to get real close to the Stampede. It's going to get real close. Real close. Adam, Calgary's done. What do you mean done? It's just starting. Do you mean like they're done for? I don't think they're done for. They're just, I mean, they're getting some hail. The rotation has weakened, I believe, although we saw some videos about rotation. We'll see. We'll see. Do you think we are going to get another in Fort McLeod? Kat, by the way, let us know what happened. How was the hail there? Was it pretty wild? Are you going to get another? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, there are actually storms moving in from your west. I don't know how strong they're going to be, but there's certainly another line of storms heading towards Fort McLeod. But it's probably going to be maybe some heavy rain, gusty winds. This thing down here west of Lethbridge, though, it's starting to kick it up a notch. IW storm risk has gone to pink level, which is 77% total severe risk on that storm. That's a pretty high percentage. Okay. Oh, no, did I do McLeod? I meant McLeod. McLeod, my bad. There's a cloud.
I was letting that one go. I was like, I got you a couple times already.
As soon as I started saying that sentence, I could hear when your mic goes from muted to unmuted because there's like, and it's like, oh yeah, she's looming. She's ready to strike. Okay, let's see here. Look at the hail core now. Oh my goodness. Thorncliffe area, Hunting Hills, Aurora Business Park. They are getting smashed by hail right now. This is not great.
Give me a second. I'm going to pull up the hail signature from last August, and that looks eerily similar.
It does look pretty similar.
I was looking at it.
You should, if you can, pull up the live stream from that event. And like, I'm like literally looking at the DBZ levels at the same time. It'd be interesting to know what these are versus that one. Because I'm pretty sure we live streamed that. I'm pretty sure. Do you guys remember? We live streamed the hailstorm, right?
Oh,
yeah,
we absolutely did. I remember that very clearly.
Yeah, that is getting pretty nasty. This is more of a hail risk, I think, than a tornadic risk, but it is getting pretty grumpy. There's going to be some big-time hail in that. Northern Calgary, again.
Yeah, and it couldn't strengthen at a worse time. Like, it literally went crazy as it went over Calgary.
Well, here's the question, though. Is it going... Like, here's the Stampede right here. Here's the Saddle Dome, okay? So let's back out from the Saddle Dome. Oh, my goodness, it's going to be close. I mean, if it doesn't hit this... I mean, we're not even talking about the lightning risk here. Whether this storm perfectly hits the Stampede or not, the lightning risk from the storm is going to be wild.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find any confirmation, but I'd imagine they would have evacuated the Stampede ground by now.
I hope they have.
To the lightning.
Well, the severe thunderstorm warning, right? I think that's... Yeah. So they got a severe thunderstorm warning in place. They're talking about golf ball size hail. I'm pretty sure they're evacuating. Like, if they have to have some sort of weather service that covers their stuff. We cover a bunch of things. We cover a bunch of different festivals and stuff. We don't cover the Stampede, but we basically are covering the Stampede right now. That's not going to be great. If they don't get hit, visually, the storm is going to walk right in front of them, like literally cut right in front of them if they don't get hit. And we could still see some rain and hail. I mean, it's right here, right? Where'd it go? Victoria Park? Yeah, Victoria Park, Stampede. So this is the area. Let's see if I can just remember where it is. Yeah, you can see it right here. So it's right here. Okay, we gotta do our flyby view here. So you can see basically where Ramsey is. Victoria Park, right there. Okay, perfect. Oh, no.
You should also mention that the Calgary International Airport is right there, too. And I remember the last time there was storms
Went right through
in
the airport,
Calgary,
right? Yeah.
and it destroyed a bunch of airplanes.
Okay, so if you're watching this, oh, it did. Yeah, that's true. If you're watching this on your
phone, the WestJet fleet is based out of, and they had a lot of planes out of commission while they had to repair them.
What is this? I hope that's Scud. Are you seeing this right here? I hope that's Scud. It looks pretty Scuddy. If it's Scud, then it would not be a funnel, but a video would be so. 7 plants. Thank you so much for posting, but a video would have been clutch, because then we'd see if the thing is just hanging as it's going past, or if it's actually starting to spin as it's going past. That's critical, but yeah, that's not good. That looks like Scud though.
Oh, Atlanta just pulled up the radar from Calgary, the last hail event, and it's eerily similar. It's identical.
That's what I was saying. It's
oh yeah, I see it right now. I see it now. Yeah, that's from your post. Yeah. Yeah, it's so similar. That is wild. By the way, if you're holding your phone like this while you're watching the stream, turn it sideways so you can see. Because if you can see way back here, this is Victoria Park. So there's Victoria Park right at the top of the screen, okay? And, okay, so you see where Ramsey is. If you see where Ramsey is right there. Okay, so that's the Stampede. So here's the storm. Stampede, storm. It is definitely hitting. I'm going to call it right now. They're going to get hit by hail. They're going to hit by the bottom of that tail. Look at it. This is the Stampede right here, and this is the storm. Based on that frame, I bet you the next frame, it's right here. It's going to be right in front of them. Even for the lightning risk, folks, don't be outside for that. But yeah, that is so similar. Brendan, did you bring it up on the stream?
I haven't.
Or do you want me to? Hold on, I can do it. 1 sec.
Let me think.
No, I can. I know. I'm just do. 1 second, I can do it here. I got it. Okay, so watch this. Let's see if I can pull this up. If I switch to the alert system. There we go. So this is Brennan's post from the last hailstorm. Arbor Lake going into northeastern Calgary. So it's the exact same location. And the hail core, here's the last hailstorm. And then here is the current hailstorm. So let's go back.
We're a little bit further south this time around.
A little further south.
It looks a lot more south.
I think there's more of the purplish, the darker purples. So I think the DBZ levels look like they might be stronger in the last storm. This is still getting into the purple realm, right? But if you look there's definitely a thicker band of that heavy purple. But the actual shape of the storm is so similar, especially on the previous frame. Yeah, pretty similar here. So anyways, yeah. Thanks for remembering to bring that up. Yeah. Yeah, I think the DBZ levels are definitely stronger in the...
What was the date of that, Alana, and about the time? Because...
Okay.
That was August 5th.
Oh, they might get missed. Look at this. Here's the Stampede. Okay, here's the Stampede. Okay, maybe they're not getting missed. No, never mind. You know what it is? No. There's actually stuff here that is right here in the center of Calgary because of all those tall buildings. It's affecting precipitation. This is the core here.
Yeah, good point.
They're in it for sure. I don't know if they're gonna get the hail, but they're getting the rain. But I mean, they're getting a show, whatever it is. They're getting a heck of a show. Oh boy. Hope everybody's staying safe at the Stampede and everybody else in northern Calgary here. Let's go back down and look at some of these storms to the south because that Lethbridge one definitely just where did the hail core go? What happened to this storm? That is quite a... I was not expecting to come see that. Like, this is the last frame I looked. And then it's like fizzling right out. But rain coming into Lethbridge with that one. Let me go look at this one because this was the one I was going to do minor rotation on. Oh, it's totally... that minor rotation is totally gone. Perfect. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't do minor rotation on that particular storm because it did die out quite quickly. But we are dealing with some big-time hail and a baby little storm popping up. We're saying, like, southern Calgary is not going to get a storm, but this little storm said, hold my beer. And let's see here. It's like, I don't think so. You're going to get something. So I get a little bit of rain down here in Walden and Legacy areas in extreme southeastern Calgary. But yeah, look at that. I mean, is that not similar to the previous hailstorm? Impressive. But hopefully the size of the hail will be smaller. Although we just saw a post of somebody with like ping pong ball Timbit size hail. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
I just shared a picture from Twitter in the team chat of the view from the grounds.
Oh, okay.
From 3 minutes ago. Lots of people still there.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's right beside them, eh? It's right on top. That's probably... that. What time was that photo taken? Do you know?
It was posted 3 minutes ago, so I'm guessing probably in the last 5.
Okay. That makes sense, yeah. I think that shelf that they're looking at is coming straight at them, and it's probably on top of them right now. I would think so. Okay, well, Calgary's getting a heck of a hailstorm. I'm sure, I think probably going to get rid of this minor rotation detected, because I think... maybe we'll just let it roll. Still some minor in there. I'll let it roll. Let's see here. Alex said, just kiss Stampede grounds. Yeah, it's sure. Impressively. I mean, let's see here. Let's look at the actual core of the storm. I mean, it's pretty much there. Like, I don't think this is just a piece of a storm that's hanging outside. I think there's a bunch of tall buildings here, right? Actually, I'll tell you if there's a bunch of tall buildings. Let's see.
Got a photo in the inbox from about 10 minutes ago. I'm going to share it in the team chat. We could probably bring it up on stream.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Do you see all these tall buildings right here that I was talking about? All of these tall buildings are all actually affecting the radar. They're blocking the radar beam. So I'm pretty sure, let me just go back to normal here. There we go. I'm pretty sure this storm is, if I go back to the right frame here, it is on top of the Stampede grounds right now. But maybe I mean, they're not going to get, it's not going to last long. At least there's that. It's not going to last very long. Moving pretty quick.
Okay, so the picture that I shared in the team chat was from the person's sister.
Oh my goodness. That photo is wild. Are we allowed to share that?
I'll ask. I think
Okay.
Kendra's also tuning into the live stream, so she might hear us chatting about it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you say from the from like they DM'd us. Okay. Yeah. Do you mean inboxes in our email, or do you mean inboxes in like Facebook?
Alberta Storm Reports or Alberta Storm Watch.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, we got the next frame. Let's see. Let me back up here. Oh, I think they got pretty lucky. It looks like it did run them over, so they probably got rained on pretty quick, but that may have been it, and maybe some hail. That photo looks wild, though. Heck of a show. Pretty impressive. Okay, yeah. If she says it's cool to share that photo, I'd like to share it because it looks wild. You got to see this photo. It's unbelievable. Just got hit by it, passed in about 5 minutes. Yep, makes sense. I figured it was going to be a short one.
Yes, for sure on sharing. No update on the hail. They went under the stage to hide from the rain.
Okay, perfect. Are both of those photos from her? The one where you can see the Ferris wheel, and then the one
No,
where
that one came off of Twitter, so
okay. Yeah.
Can't share that one.
Yeah, I won't be sharing that without perms. Okay, let's see here. You got to see this photo. It's unbelievable. 1 second. Let me bring this up. And sorry, what's her name? Her first name and last initial?
Her name was Kendra, and it was her sister who took the picture.
All right, Kendra's sister shared this unbelievable photo. You got to see this. Oh, my goodness. Let me back it up a bit so you can see the whole structure. Like, that is unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. I mean, I'm sure there's other entertaining things at the Stampede, but for me, like, that is going to be the highlight of the show, is that thing just squeaked by, and these folks are just standing there nice and dry. That is an unbelievable photo. Yeah, can we, Lenny, can you post that to Alberta Storm Watch, please?
Absolutely. Yep, I will do that.
That thing is disgustingly amazing. Yikes. Stephanie says she got a text from a friend in Forest Lawn, and he said something. Yeah, it hailed. He seems pretty excited about it. So, wow. I mean, is that like the photo of the year? I don't know. It might be. That's a contender. You know what we should do? Every photo that we highlight on the stream, or on the pages, we put it all into one like folder, and then we go through and we could even like we go through and find like the best 10 or 20, right? And then we put them into, we do like our own little, storm draw thing would be cool. Like, who got the best storm photo of the year?
I would think of like making a calendar every year.
A calendar would be amazing as well too, for sure.
Calendar or like a merch giveaway, like hats or something.
Yeah, we get like the best 30 or 50, and probably 30. That's a lot. We'll like best 25. We get the best 25 photos and videos together, even just maybe photos. Get the best 25 photos together, and then basically let the community vote on whose is who, and then we'll award photo of the year to somebody. I think that'd be a great idea. That'd be cool. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea. Amber says, I have a video I can't share in Falcon Ridge Hall. Can you? I see you have a YouTube channel, so you could actually post it to YouTube and then just make it like unlisted so that nobody can see it unless they have the link, and then send us the link. That would help. That's a helpful way to share videos. But alternatively, Amber, if you are on Facebook, we have an incredible reporting group called Alberta Storm Reports, and you can find that. You can find that on Facebook. Just search for Alberta Storm Reports, and then I think we're at 200,000 community members in ASR now. Whatever number it is, it's unbelievable. But that photo is incredible. I'm sorry, and who took that photo again? Her sister, but what was her name again? It's okay. I think I'll...
Sorry, were you trying to get my attention?
Yeah, sorry, I was saying, what's her name again? The lady who took the photo?
I don't know.
Sorry, it's her sister.
Yes, Kendra's sister.
Kendra's sister. Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate it. Thank you kindly.
So yeah, I'm going to post that to our page.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, let's go back to radar here and take a look at our storms. And definitely Forest Lawn Industrial Area, Abbeydale getting hammered by that storm. This is quite a core right here as well too. Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be a hail risk for that storm, which is good news. I think we're going to remove our minor rotation detected. Hopefully not sooner than we should, but I think it makes sense based on what we've seen so far. So I'm going to get that out of here. All right, I've removed that from that particular storm. Better not go randomly producing something now that I removed it. Let's see here. Wow. That was a heck of a show. I still can't get over that photo. That photo was ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I have to send a GIF. Hold on to our team. It's important. Very important stuff. It's a birthday cake from Bart Simpson. Hold on a second here.
Is that the you tried?
Yeah, at least you tried. Hold on. Wait, this is in reverse.
You fail.
I failed. He takes the at least you tried cake out of the garbage and he puts it back on the table. Okay, sorry. One second here. Look at that.
For you.
Yeah, I know. Look at this. Look at this here from Larissa Lizette. That is quite an angle on it as well, too. Thank you, Larissa, for that, for posting that photo. That's wild. That was wild. That actually looked kind of similar. That's kind of a similar shot to what they had from the Stampede. Still seeing this hail core is now moving down towards Chestermere. Getting still some pretty high values near 70.5. That is looking like a pretty grumpy storm. Yeah, it went right through the airport. Just very similar path to the last one. The last one was a little bit more to the east, I think. This one's a little bit more southeast. But, yeah, there's that. Well, there's that. Let's see here. Okay. Well. Let's see here. All right. Just checking some stuff in the background. Give me just a moment. Give me a minute and I'll jump into radar and run through some stuff. Kat says, tell me if the storm's going to hit Fort McLeod. 1 second here. I will. There's a storm to your west that I believe is going to go right through your area. It looks like it's already on top of you right now. You're just going to get some rain from it, though. It just looks like rain, maybe some gusty winds. Maybe a little bit of lightning. But nothing too spectacular. Aha. It was like 6 minutes long. That was about right. Yeah, I figured about 6 minutes. It was going to pass through. Storms are moving pretty quick. Yeah, so that was the storm that went through Calgary. Here, Calgary, northern Calgary, getting another hailstorm. Jay on Twitter saying that major tree shredding and flash flooding at McKnight Boulevard and 12th Street in Northeast Calgary. That's Jay. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Lesk. It's Lesyk. Lesyk. Jay.
I think it's Lessick, but I'm not 100% sure.
That makes more sense. Jay Lesyk. Jay Lesyk WX is his handle. Ba-doo-ba-doo. All right. What am I doing? So many things. Yeah. So that was a heck of a storm. Still going. Johnny John says there's some posts on the people just make their name like that just so So people will have to say it out loud? Probably. Maybe not. I think it's just funny. There's some posts on the Calgary subreddit showing loony plus size hail in some areas of northwestern Calgary. Thanks, Johnny John. JJ. Just want to acronym it.
Yeah, I can confirm. I would say some of them look close to Timbit size.
Did you say that while you're eating a Timbit? Is that
Speaking
what
of
happened?
which, we got an inbox message on Alberta Storm Watch. Someone did the research. I've just shared it to the group chat. Timbit is definitely smaller than ping pong.
Now, what research did they do? Did they DoorDash some Timbits? Because Brennan's been doing his own custom research over there.
I don't know, but I shared the picture in the team chat and pulled it straight out of a 10-pack. So.
Oh, that is a great comparison. Yeah, but they're squishing the Timbit.
No.
It looks like you're squishing the Timbit. You know what? I have a feeling based on this photo, they were actually very precise as they brought it towards the Timbit. But I don't think they're actually showing the widest part of the Timbit because it looks taller than it is wide. So I think
I'm looking at my
he's
Timbits
using
right
calipers.
now,
He knows what he's doing.
It basically looks exactly the same size as the ping pong ball. I mean, it is so very close, right?
But it is smaller.
Marginally smaller. It used to be bigger, but times are tough. It's getting smaller. Just like the bag of chips keeps shrinking every year, and the size of literally everything you buy is like, I swear this thing used to be bigger. Now, like the beef patties, by the time they're cooked, they're like the size of a Timbit. Somebody reported toonie-sized hail battering Calgary's McKnight Boulevard. Yeah, toonie-sized. Yeah. Now hold on, is a toonie? What about a toonie and a Timbit? Is a toonie bigger or smaller than a ping pong ball?
A toonie is smaller. 100%.
Okay, I believe you. This time. But I don't know. He literally compared one Timbit. Did he try multiple Timbits? I need more evidence. Brennan? You ordered some of the fancy Timbits too, so they're probably even bigger just because they have layers of crap on the outside of them. What?
They're like different sizes.
That's what I'm saying. You got to look for the big ones and let me know. There's got to be one that's at least the size of a ping pong ball. I swear.
Of course there is, but that's not your average Timbit. Those are the jelly-filled Supreme Timbits.
Supreme Timbits are the same size as the ping pong ball.
I don't know what they call those damn things now.
So they're gonna borrow our branding here and go with Supreme Timbit. It'll just be a very large Timbit.
I like the old-fashioned glazed and the sour cream glazed. Those are high class.
Yes, I agree. True, and those are probably going to be small. Those are going to be smaller than a ping pong ball.
I'm upset as I got 20 of them and they gave me like half of them of the old-fashioned plain. I'm mad.
Well, that's not awful.
I know, but they should have taken a look at Brennan's order and been like, obviously he's ordering 3 custom Timbits that are decorated like a birthday cake. You know, outside of they probably should have given you more of the sweet ones and not like just been like, just give them all give them the old fashioned. Or alternatively, they saw that you were ordering custom Timbits and thought to themselves, he does not need any more sugar. I'm thinking he does not need any more sugar. So that's why they gave you all the plain ones. It's moving this way.
Yes, it looks like it's clear Chestermere and
yeah, heading towards Bennett. Langdon's going to get some hail. This is an interesting velocity signature, but I'm still thinking it's side lobe contamination because it's really distant from the actual. Well, it's not that distant. It's right on the edge of it. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for areas southeast of Calgary. And what are we looking at here? They're still talking about golf ball size hail. Have they ever put Timbit in a warning?
No, that's our thing.
No, I know. I'm just saying, has it ever happened in a severe thunderstorm warning? Did they ever mention Timbit
size? Not that
I'm
aware of. I think it's not scientific enough for environment.
What about the forecast? I swear in one of their forecasts they said Timbits, but maybe not.
No, those are
Maybe
my
that-
forecasts.
Yeah, maybe that was just you. All right, so we've gone Timbit. I like it. I like it. We've coined the Timbit, even though Timbit was already coined, but we've coined it with weather. Some of the photos of the storm structure on this storm is unbelievable. Wow. T. Kerr says, no glaze versus glaze. The donuts are nothing. The donuts are nothing the same. Yeah, it's a fancy. I'm saying the way we got sprinkles on top, you're adding more to it. So I'm not going to stop talking about Timbits all night, just so we know. Let's just get cozy. Just DoorDash yourself some Timbits like Brennan did. How long did it take, Brennan? Probably not long, eh? Like 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yeah, about 15 minutes.
That's not bad. Well, we've got some storms still in the tornado watch area. Berta Canada coming to the super chat. You got to ask for no plane. That's true. That's true, Brennan. Yeah, but how do you do that?
Yeah,
You can't
but
do that
DoorDash
over
doesn't
DoorDash.
give me-
Isn't there like a custom, like you can leave like a custom note section?
Yeah, but a lot of restaurants turn that off because they don't want you leaving custom instructions.
Aha. Yeah, that's a lot of plane. That's rough. Is that like one jelly filled, or did they put the special jelly filled ones in with the other ones?
No, what happened is I got a few jelly filled, but then they gave me a free apple fritter, so I think they were out of some of them.
Oh.
But I got an apple fritter out of it, so I'm not upset.
Yeah, that's true. I like the ones from McDonald's. They're pretty good. Apple or like the little apple pies. I mean, I love those little, like in a little box, a little perfect dispenser box. It's great.
Oh, don't get me going with another order.
You don't need any more apple. Okay, let's see here. We don't need anything more healthy happening tonight. Epic says, what program are you using? This is called Instant Weather Pro. We built this a couple of years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago now, actually. You can check it out at instantweatherpro.com. Let's see here. We also have a free app, which is quite awesome. And you can get that at instantweatherapp.com.
Getting some reports in the Alberta Stormwatch inbox saying people are able to bring their cars inside. Oh, actually, there it is on the reports page. He managed to bring his truck in just in time for the hail.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oof. Yeah, that hail's coming down strong. It's pretty wind driven too, which is not good. I'm sure they're experts in northern Calgary at covering. I've seen these videos of like covering their car with whatever they can, like pool noodles and stuff. That's funny. They just buy a brand new car, and then a giant hail course coming towards you. Now, let's see here. Somebody said there was a report of 1.5-inch hail. That sounds about right, based on some of those photos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still can't get over that photo from the Stampede earlier. Let's go back and look at that again. I've got that right here. Wow. I forgot her name again. Damn it. I got to write these things down.
Kendra.
I'll remember it now.
Gonna highlight a comment here. Oops. Where to go? There it is. police officer in Calgary, many places are flooded. Yeah.
Mm.
It's just short, intense rain and hail. Well, that'll do it.
Yeah, it makes sense. The concrete jungles cannot handle the precipitation. So we always end up dealing with flooding with that kind of stuff. Let's jump back to radar here. Thank you for joining us, by the way, on the live stream. We appreciate it. My name is Adam. You're also hearing the voice of Alana and Brennan. And we are tracking storms because that's what we do. It's starting to get a little tail on this thing near Indus, Indus, Indus. Starting to get some hail in this storm.
No.
Can't take me anywhere. Oh boy. Looking at the storms in southern Lethbridge here. Looks like Lethbridge got away with just some heavy rain. Maybe some small hail in there, but probably just heavy rain. Nicole says, thank you guys. Excellent coverage. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? I mean, the jokes are brutal. The Timbit talk has been way too much. Way too much Timbit talk. I
think our problem is we're doing an after-hour stream because we're on the East Coast time.
Well, that's true. Exactly.
Edmonton, Alberta is more like...
I mean, yeah, it's 8:30 there, right? Whereas, we're 2 hours off. We're 2 hours off here, so that's not helping. That's definitely not helping.
I'm not on my A game. Usually I'm like, okay, let's get back on topic, but no, I'm just as bad tonight.
Now, you know what? We can have fun while we're tracking storms. We don't have to be, we have to be all just, this storm is moving at 35 kilometers an hour, tracking to the southeast, heading towards Dalemead. Carsland. Strangmoir? How do you pronounce this? Strang? Muir. Anybody? Help me out here. But yeah, it's right now in Alberta. It is 8:30, and we're watching these storms because that's what we do. Langdon going to see some pretty strong winds. That's some pretty. I mean, you take all that hail core and you throw it around at 77 kilometers an hour. That's gonna not be great for those who are in the Langdon area.
And you also got that line that's pretty much going from Vulcan straight down to the border. That's going to be to the south.
Yeah. There's also this storm over here that is starting to track into the area. These storms in the south, I mean, they're in a tornado watch, and they've been pretty boring today. The only thing that's been very exciting, obviously, is the storm that went through Calgary at this point in time. Oh, this storm is just fine. Was that the first frame? Yeah, I think that's the first frame. We finally have some stats. 7% tornado risk, 20% severe wind risk, 38% severe hail risk, and an overall 46% total severe risk on this particular storm. See, it's like basically like halfway through Calgary. Yeah, halfway through Calgary is where the IW storm risk actually starts to pick up storms. So if you take that and you just move it east, it covers Regina. It does not cover Saskatoon, unfortunately, or other areas up there. It covers most of populated Manitoba, and it covers most of populated Ontario all the way into Quebec. But yeah, it'd be nice to get it further north here. But right here, we start to get some stats, so that's cool. Yeah, some strong winds in there. 84.6 kilometers an hour. That storm's still going pretty strong. I mean, went right through Calgary, and it's still perfectly southeast. I don't think it can get any more southeast. Say a storm's moving southeast, and it does this. Yeah, that's southeast. That's the way. This is the way.
Just took a look at the information that came out of the airport in Calgary. They measured wind gusts up to 93. Well, that's pretty strong.
93? Wow.
Yep.
That's definitely severe.
In some of the videos post-hail, there's a lot of small tree debris that's littering the ground.
Yeah, I think that's from the hail shredding it, really. Yeah.
That, and obviously because it was wind-driven, that the wind is blowing it around.
I mean, this storm still kind of has the look. You know? It's got the look. We'll see what it does. It's got a classic supercell shape to it. And again, 7% tornado risk on IW Storm Risk here. Alex says, are the stats from Environment Canada? It's an amalgamation of data to create the output that is required to basically look at a bunch of previous storms and then look at this storm and compare it and give it a percentage. A storm like this, so that means satellite data, that means lightning data, that means the velocity signatures on all the tilts, the reflectivity on all the tilts, the correlation coefficient on all the tilts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So basically taking a whole bunch of different ingredients and estimating based on the past, based on historical data. She's got the look, though. That's right, Stacy.
I totally did not sing that to myself.
She's got the... Yeah, I think pretty... I'm sure we all did. Everybody did. Alex says, nice, thanks. No worries. All good. Ryan says, projected path. Oh, so, and to be fair to Alex, this is Environment Canada radar. So, yeah, some of the data is coming from the radar, of course, but from a whole bunch of different sources as well. Lots of rising scud around Langdon, says Adam Switzer. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
It looks
Ryan
like
says
the tornado watch has ended. They've
The
replaced
northern half of it. I was just going to pop in. So,
Oh, just the northern half.
yeah, so it still exists from Fort Macleod southward. But, yeah, the northern half has now been canceled.
They kept this section down here. Okay, yeah. Basically from Nobleford down. Yeah. We'll see how long they keep that. I don't know. Excuse me. Those storms down there have been not very exciting. This storm's been way more exciting. And basically you know what I think they realize is that the tornado watch is southwest of that storm. So that storm's not even gonna, if they were gonna make a new tornado watch, they would do it like here-ish, right? Where that storm's actually heading. But the stuff to the south is, I don't know how long it's gonna last. We'll see. All good, Elena. All right. Let's go take a look at the forecast for, actually, you know what? We're right here. Let's go take a look at, hey, a little baby storm southwest of Prince George, British Columbia. Just a little guy. Tracking to the southeast. It is like almost kind of looks like a baby little isolated supercell, but not seen any rotation on it or anything, so. Yeah, it looks pretty boring. Prince George at least gets a show with a storm going by. And there's another area, the Kamloops area has had a severe thunderstorm watch for a long time, but we've still yet to see anything develop in that area. But maybe that's for later on tonight. All right, we watched the storm southeast of Calgary, east of Indus, Dalemead area. There's definitely some strong winds in this storm here. That's right. Not in this. In this. I was using proper words to describe what's in the storm. But yeah, some pretty big time hail in there. The storm southeast of Lethbridge heading towards Raymond. Looks like potentially some strong wind gusts in there. 8% severe wind risk on it. It's on the low end. And we can just watch a replay of that storm traveling through Calgary. All right. Okay. Well, what time is it here? Let's see. Hope everybody stayed safe from these storms. How come I don't have any food? I feel left out. You know what? I'm going to get some. I'll be right back. Give me just one sec. I don't know what I want. I have to work on that first. Let's see here. Strong winds into Dalemead at the moment. 88.56 showing up on radar. Pretty decent wind signature coming down that storm. It's got quite the look to it, eh? Look at this thing. Anybody else? Anybody else? What do you see when you look at this? Let's do like one of those tests, okay? Let me know what you see when you look at the Dalemead storm in the comments. Let me know what you got. Gracie says a dragon. Okay, I can see it. Rebecca says, what province is this? This is in Alberta right now. This is the storm that is southeast of Calgary. Just had a big hailstorm go through Calgary. Not as big, potentially, as the previous ones, but... Roy says, looks AI manipulated, but it's not. No, there's no AI manipulation in this. This is just literally... This is as scientifically close as you can get. We went to great lengths on Instant Weather Pro, absolutely great lengths, to ensure that the data is in the most pinpoint place, to the extent I will show you right now. If I show you the whole program, if I go into the menu and I click on, I go to the top and I click on radar placement accuracy, you can't see the options, but you can see what we've chosen, and it's 11. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now you might think, why wouldn't you just make the top number 10 and then kind of back everything else back down? And just like Spinal Tap, we felt like we wanted to go to 11 with the accuracy pinpoint of it. So yeah, it is pinpoint accurate. Let's see here. Bullard97 says a nasty storm. Yeah, it's a pretty grumpy one for sure. Looks like a weird duck to me, says Rebecca. Okay, all right. Zoomed out, it's a flaming demon, says Tracy. Okay. Angry tornado with eyes. Yeah, that's more kind of what I'm thinking, Chris. Yeah, I was thinking these are eyes. It's got a weird smile on. I don't know. Let's see here. Garrett's got important information. He says, the only kind of Timbits that I like are the chocolate glazed ones. Hope you're having a good evening. Hello from Lakeshore, Ontario. Thanks so much, Garrett. Appreciate it. The chocolate glazed? Yeah, chocolate glazed are good. Can't go wrong there. 8% tornado risk. It actually has gone up by a percentage. 22% severe wind risk on that one. 45% severe hail risk on that storm. And it's kind of got a part happening more to the north of it, too. I guess it's always had that extra northern section of that storm. It looks like potentially some...
Adam.
Damn. I need a reminder that comes up every time I switch. Oh, you know what I can do? I bet you I can make it so I can switch it and it will do a timer countdown, and within like 30 seconds, it'll cut back to the zoomed in version of it. I'm never going to do that, though. I bet you it's possible. It's not going to happen. Let's see.
Just a heads up, there's a little storm that's kind of to the west-southwest of Red Deer. Got an inbox report. Looks like Scud, but the gentleman says that it is rotating. So could be a bit of funnel action there.
Did you put it in team chat?
No, I'm going to in a moment.
Okay. I'd like to see it, yeah. I'm sorry, they said, were they talking about right now?
Yes. Okay, stop. See where Markerville is?
No. Oh, yeah. Right here. Yeah.
So that's where he's sending pictures.
On this storm? Maybe there could be some non-sup up here, potentially.
Possibly,
so
So I'm going to
possibly funnel in that cluster right there? Okay, cool.
Chat.
Okay, thank you. Rebecca says, what are the pink parts? Oh, when I'm like swiping around? Yeah, so if it's anywhere in like the red, pink, purple realm, then it's going to be moving, I believe, away from the radar. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's moving away from the radar. And then anything in the green or blues, that is moving towards the radar. That's right. So, yeah, you're just looking at wind. So that is wind moving in different directions. Wind moving in different directions. That's all I'm looking at there. So I keep swiping back and forth. Here's rain, here's wind, rain, wind. I don't know if I could program that somehow where as I swipe, it says wind, and as I swipe back, it says rain. That'd be kind of cool if that could automatically happen. That would be useful. Yeah, so I'm looking at the wind. So these are very strong winds coming away from the radar, 88.56 kilometers an hour. You can see right at the very top of my head. I wonder if I could set this up better so that I could take that wind reading and make it larger so that's much easier to read. I could do that for sure. Yeah, we've got to improve the all the little stuff we do on the live stream. I think it's going great, but I think there's a lot we could do to make it even cooler. So let's keep working on that. It's fun. It's fun to try to improve things one little piece at a time. Yeah, that storm's still looking pretty grumpy. I was going to say there was some hail heading towards Nightingale and kind of northeast of Strathmore as well. And a big... what happened there? The winds are kicking it up big time. Southeast of the Strathmore radar. What do we got here? 92.88 kilometers an hour. Sorry?
Don't take out a radar.
No, the radar seems fine. The radar seems fine.
No problem.
Some of those strong winds went right through it, but yeah. But now it's moving to the east. But yeah, that is looking like a pretty strong gust line here. If you're east of Strathmore right now, that's potentially some damaging winds in there. Let's see here. It's all under a severe thunderstorm warning. Does the severe thunderstorm warning mention the winds? Let's see. Very strong wind gusts. Toonie to ping pong ball size hail. Yeah, that storm's coming in strong. Yeah, if you're east of Strathmore, those are some really strong winds. J-Man, thank you for coming in with the super sticker. We appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Oh, I'm finally seeing those photos. Yeah, the first one looks interesting, but then the next two look like Scud. Yeah, I think that's probably Scud. That's that storm west of Red Deer that Elena was talking about. All right. I think I've decided. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to grab some food. Give me one sec.
Storm has passed. Time is now to go to bed. You can do it somehow. The storm is gone, and maybe it's not too long until you rest your head, get some sleep, try to dream of something sweet. Thunder's gone, rain is coming down. If you look up to the sky, you see things are clearing now. Everything is gonna be okay, even when it's not. All storms pass eventually. Know you have a lot. You got me, you got mom, got all the things that you've become. Me, you got mom, got a loving home where you're from. You got me, you got mom, so love your family. You only get one, only get one. Storm has passed. The time is now to go to bed. You can do it somehow. Storm is gone. Maybe it's not too long until you rest your head and get some sleep. Try to dream of something sweet. You're gonna be alright. You're gonna sleep just fine tonight, tonight, tonight. You're gonna sleep just fine. Tonight, gonna sleep just fine. Tonight, tonight.
Okay. I have returned. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's staying safe. We all okay out there? Let me know. Still got a pretty big hail core coming on the storm here. Heading down towards Mossley. Quite some 6% tornado risk still now, 15% severe wind risk. Basically just a big hail core about to go into Mossley. Some strong winds. Yeah, it's looking pretty grumpy. That's interesting. This is where it's good to look at tilt 2. Yeah, tilt 2 is not as excited. Tilt 1 is like excited, but then I'm like, I think it's probably just noise. And based on the updated radar that just came out, that was justified. I think it's just noise in here because all of a sudden it's just like it goes from 61 kilometers an hour to 136.44. I think that's just noise. Typically, there's some sort of progression. It doesn't just go from 0 to a million in one step. Usually it blends up to a strength like that. Like this blends up, right? This is like 30, but then we get here, it's 40. We get to here, it's 60. We get to the strongest stuff at 72. It like, you know, it's not just like a block of strong winds out of nowhere. Typically. It can happen sometimes, but usually it's not the case. See, this is why it's good to use the swipe tool. Swipe tool lets you see stuff like this. Like normally I'd look at that and say, maybe that's some minor rotation right there. And then I swipe over and I'm like, no, it's like the middle of nowhere. It is. And this storm doesn't even look strong at all. It just looks like it's just some, I mean, it could be some very, very minor rotation there, but it's basically nothing. This is still looking quite strong, actually. In fact, that latest update is getting way stronger. Now we're talking about some winds here. This is 105 kilometers an hour, 101, right near Township Road 204, yeah, east of Mossley. That's going to be doing some damage. And you take that and you mix in this hail core, you're looking at that's some pretty strongly wind-driven. I mean, unless that's side lobe contamination because of the hail core, it's possible. That seems to be the case this evening, actually, with this exact storm that went through Calgary. Did have those issues before, but I mean, that does kind of ramp up. That just doesn't look like strong winds out of nowhere. It's like 60, 80, 90, 100, 105. Like it's gradual from both sides. It's a gradual ramp. Let's look at tilt 2. Yeah, tilt 2 just doesn't have it. What about tilt 3? 4? 1. I don't know. It looked noisy there. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, definitely a strong hail core going through Mossley area right now. So that's probably not nice for them. Is the hail core the light purple? Yeah. Yeah. And the thicker of the hail core, it gets into this kind of darker pinkish and then eventually purple. I'll show you as it went through Calgary, it was definitely into the purples. You can see them here. And in here. And in there. That's probably where's the hardest. That's pretty strong right there in that signature. That's pretty wild. Alex seems to want to know a lot about radar technology and weather stuff, which is cool. Keep it up. Ask questions, watch videos. There's lots of stuff. It's cool. All right, we've got storms. Actually, we talked about maybe there was going to be no more storms up here, but there is actually a little pop-up storms west of Rocky Mountain House, west of Red Deer. So mainly just these storms in the south that we're still watching. The tornado watch is still in place for areas west and southwest of Lethbridge, but I don't know how long an EC is going to hold on to that. We'll see. Storms are almost moved entirely out of the tornado watch now, so they'll probably drop that, I would assume. It would make sense for them to drop that. And also, these winds have been going for a while. Like, you've seen this really strong wind core, right? And now I see that. I don't know. That could be some pretty strong winds for those who are just east of Mossley on Township Road 204, the 547, right near Range Road 242A. Could be getting into some pretty strong wind gusts there. And hail-driven wind as well. Hail-driven wind? Wind-driven hail. That's what I meant. Let's see here. All right. It's been a while, I think, probably, since... it's been a while since we've had coverage down here in Lethbridge. It's been a while. Not that they don't get their fair share of storms. I just, I don't know if we've been really covering storms. Usually we cover them. They've been a lot more to the north, right? Red Deer up into Edmonton, Calgary area. But seen some, probably one of their first, if not first, tornado watch of the year way down here in the southwest, I think, probably. All right, let's see here. Some of the photos from today were wild, though. We hope everybody stayed safe. It looks like some parts of the Stampede fared well. Perhaps other parts didn't, but from some of the photos we saw, I remember saying that earlier too. I was like, that storm, if it doesn't hit them, it is gonna walk right in front of them, just like the sharpest wall of a storm walking right in front of them. And then we saw that photo, and it was like, it was literally like the storm just walked right by them, so close. Okay, this strong wind signature is not giving up. 113.4 kilometers an hour, 110, 102, 96, 91, 87. Do you see what I mean by it's blending its way up to the stronger values? That's when I think it's less likely that it's noise. I don't think this is noise. Could this be side lobe? Maybe because of that hail core. It could be side lobe contamination, but this storm did have side lobe contamination earlier, as per Dr. Sills. So if it's contaminated, then that means these values aren't as strong as they're showing. But it's not like it's as huge as it was earlier. But maybe we'll see. That might be why. Caitlin says people in Calgary are reporting hail. Oh yeah, we've been talking about the hail in Calgary for quite a while. Is this storm coming to Airdrie? No, it's long gone from you. You're good to go. Airdrie's way up here. This storm was the one that went through Airdrie, and now it's way down here. So I'll show you the progression. It came through kind of Airdrie, Calgary, right? And then it moved down to southeast. So this is the same storm. Robert says, what radar program do you use? I'm following along with Radar Omega. Omega's cool. Yeah, there's lots of great apps out there. This is called Instant Weather Pro, and we built this. It's actually a website. So it's a pro radar suite that runs at the same performance levels and with comparable features. In fact, some much better features, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm involved in it, so I'm a little biased, but I think it's a fantastic radar software suite. We built it for the Northern Tornadoes Project out of Western University with Dr. Sills. And he wanted us to put together a pro radar suite that him and his team could track, basically to verify tornadoes and downbursts across Canada and large hail. And then, if I zoom it out here, I'm going to have to put the timer on for 30 seconds to remember to zoom it back in. But if I zoom it out, you can see kind of the structure of it basically here. And the one cool thing about it is, one of the cool things about it is that you can actually swipe back and forth between reflectivity and velocity, for example, or velocity and correlation coefficient. You can kind of go back and forth. Speaking of correlation coefficient, let's do that. I'm going to flip over to CC right now. And let's see if we can see anything right there. So there's no drop right where that signature is, right? It's all pretty red. So, that could definitely be, it could be side lobe, but that could also be some very strong wind gusts there. So it's hard to tell for sure. 28% severe wind risk. So it is certainly possible that that is a pocket, like a little microburst right there, especially because that nice blending between the other values there makes me think it could be a little microburst, but could be side lobe. It's hard to tell. The correlation coefficient thinks it's probably side lobe. Let's see here.
Adam, are you forgetting something?
Ah, my timer didn't go off. Oh, it said 29 seconds. Yeah, actually, you were my timer. You actually probably counted to 30. I bet you did it subconsciously. You heard me say that, and then subconsciously your brain was like 1, 2.
No, I literally was zoning off on my phone, and I just looked up, and I thought it was zoomed out.
Yeah, at the 30-second mark. I'm gonna go back and after this live stream, and I'm gonna go find exactly when I said that or when I when I zoomed out, and then I'm gonna count the exact amount of seconds. And bet you the second you talk is literally on the 30-second mark. It was very close to half a minute that passed by. But anyways, I digress. Let's see here. Could be some strong winds heading towards Raymond area, McGrath, I think. McGrath. Somebody. Anybody. And still seeing those. Yeah. You know what, though? This is also still showing really strong wind gusts along this whole line near Gleichen. That will save me from saying that one wrong. Arrowwood. I can figure this one out. Arrowwood. Yeah. I got that one. But yeah, basically that corridor of that storm is bringing in some pretty strong wind gusts. Hence, there's still a severe thunderstorm warning from Environment Canada on that, in addition to a severe thunderstorm watch that now goes all the way down to Medicine Hat and all the way down to the international border. So they extended that severe thunderstorm watch out quite a bit.
Our tornado watch is now ended completely.
That makes perfect sense. Let me hit refresh and see if we can get rid of it. It might be there for a few more frames. Let's see. Nope, it's gone. All gone. Yeah,
I'm
that's the nice thing.
I'm also probably going to be all gone.
The segue on that.
Well timed.
Well timed. Speaking of all gone, she's like, that's like you're at the top of the slide. You're like that GIF with the red slide and the little girl, and you're just like, bye. And then you just went down the slide.
Bye.
Bye. All good. Thanks for your help. Appreciate it, Lana. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye-bye. I don't think I'm long for this world with this particular stream. I think it's not going to be long, but we're just kind of following some of these strong wind gusts here and the hail, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, you know, that whole line, though, it doesn't look as strong as it did before, but we're still getting into the 94. So this definitely damaging wind risk with this line that is heading southeast of Calgary right now. I would say there's some pretty darn strong wind values in here on radar. 95.4, if any of this is reaching the surface. So if you're in Cluny or Cluny, Crowfoot area, Shoaldice, Anastasia, Queenstown. This is all in southern Alberta. Milo, Pageant, Majorville. Yeah, basically those areas right now. The 842 between Pageant and Cluny. I don't know if the 842 actually went to Pageant. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Yeah, I guess it did. It turns. Yeah, those areas are going to be dealing with some pretty strong wind gusts. Let's see if the severe thunderstorm warning has changed at all. They're still saying ping pong ball, nickel to ping pong ball size hail, very strong wind gusts. Very strong. I don't know. Yeah, they're not putting numbers on it, but could be some strong stuff in there. Look at that lightning strike. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. Speaking of photos of the year, there's 2 of them now on the stream. On this particular stream, Joshua Palmer coming in Warner, Alberta right now with something that looks like that looks at a Star Wars or something like that. That's pretty wild, man. Pretty wild. I feel like Palpatine is like up there and he's angry. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Thanks for sharing that. Appreciate it, Joshua. He shared that on Alberta Storm Reports on Facebook. So if you are on Facebook, head over, search for Alberta Storm Reports. I think there's a couple 100,000 of your fellow community members that are there sharing their reports with everybody through our stream, of course, and just on the page in general, or on the group in general. Yeah. So it's super helpful. We appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to just continue watching this line, see what it does. Hopefully it starts to weaken at some point in time, but it's possible that it will continue strong. It's just been, if you looked at this, we're looking at the winds right now. You can just see that big, bright part of that storm is likely producing some pretty strong straight line winds. These storms are going in completely different directions, by the way. Is anybody noticing this? This storm is moving southeast, right? And this one, where is it? This one is going east-northeast. They're about to collide, actually. This is like a near miss here. They nearly missed. Yeah, they might. The top of that storm is going to smash into that one. We'll see what happens as those storms connect. Probably watch those storms connect, and then at that point, I think we'll probably shut down the stream. I think so. We'll see. We will see. Mm-hmm. All right, what's happening here in the background? Give me 1 second. Clooney. Oh, it was Clooney. Okay. Yeah, all good. George Clooney. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Thanks, Neil. Appreciate that. Neil's got me covered. Yeah, Clooney equals George Clooney. That's all you have to tell someone. Then they know for sure. All right, let's see here. Brennan, you notice they changed the UI on StreamYard? The button to the bottom confused me for a second, but now I'm like, yeah, it's actually way better though. But it just confused me for a second. Definitely better though. Carolyn says, any rotation in Red Deer? I don't think so. Let's take a look, but there are some storms to the west, but they look pretty boring at this point. Yeah, you're okay. All good. Tip VR says, is there a chance for a tornado in Alberta? Well, I don't think so at this point in time, but stranger things have happened. The tornado watch just ended, so that might give you a hint of how Environment Canada feels about the situation. Excuse me. Robert Duckman says, those warning polygons are much larger than what we get here. Yeah, so I'm assuming you're in the U.S., or you might be in Saskatchewan, because they also have tiny little areas. But yeah, in Canada, it's still county-based warnings, but they have actually developed storm-based warnings. They almost deployed them this spring, but then they had some setbacks and had to hold off until probably next spring. So they're doing another year of testing. Back in Vulcan, watch out for USS Enterprise ship above. Yeah. Robert says, I kind of like the thought process behind that. Yeah, that they knew they didn't want to send it out broken, so they decided to fix it. That's always a good thing for sure. US had storm-based warnings for more than 10 years now. Maybe longer than that. So it would have been nice for Canada to have that. But now Canada's going to have it. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident. They said the system's pretty close to getting ready to go. I've talked to the team several times. I've been fortunate enough to be able to do a Zoom call and kind of discuss, it from our side as well too, because we're obviously taking the alerts from Environment Canada and we're disseminating them, putting them out for folks on our Facebook page, on our Twitter page, automatically through our free app as well too. So we kind of just wanted to discuss how it's going to work on our side of things as well. So yeah, but anyways, it's all good. They're working hard on it. I'm excited. It's going to be sweet. Look at that photo. That photo's ridiculous. Oh, no, don't go away photo with the new report. Okay, there it is. It's still there. Looking north from just outside of Vulcan. Oh, okay. So that's the mothership you were talking about. Okay, I understand. What are some good songs? Let's see here. Genuine Hummingbird 152. I like your name. Like your name's cool. Yeah, those winds, though, are still pretty strong. This storm is still the one, definitely, that's catching my attention the most. And this is the storm heading towards George Clooney over here, Crowfoot, Majorville, Queenstown. That storm is definitely got some high values in there. 101 kilometer an hour in one part of it. Yeah, this is bringing in some pretty strong winds. If you are in Queenstown, Milo, Majorville, Pageant area. Severe thunderstorm warning on that storm, and it's looking pretty strong. I got to make some more acoustic music for, like, we go in like hybrid mode where if I go get a sandwich or something, then we can have a few more tunes to be rolling in the background, even if it was just like acoustic stuff. Should actually try to turn this volume up a bit here. That might help. I don't know. That might be a bit dark for a weather live stream, though. It gets more like. It's been a while. Something I wrote a few years back. Yeah, it'd be good to have some more tunes for that kind of stuff. Let's see here. Tana Bear says, what song was playing earlier? I have no idea. I was just playing chords. Oh, Melissa says that's his song about storm anxiety. It's currently nameless. I think Storm Has Passed. It's probably the most obvious. Oh, you mean the song at the start of the stream? Yeah. That is in. Trying to think here. Do I know how to play any Metallica song? Oh. Yeah, a few. You need to release it. I know I should. I got to get on that. I'm having fun playing some rock and roll, though. Oh, Blind Melon Change. I love that song. I know it's, it's been so long. Oh, it's A. Neil says, don't get copyright stricken. Yeah, Lars will be on it. We'll see if the algorithm picks up just the guitar, though. I don't know. Like, if I'm not singing it, I think it usually picks up the lyrics when I sing it, right? I'd be surprised. I would be impressed. I would actually be impressed. I'd be okay with it. Yeah. No, you typically only get copyright stricken if you actually use an original piece. Like if I was literally playing a track from like AC/DC or something, then that's when you get copyright stricken. But if I'm just playing it on acoustic guitar, and singing it myself, then sometimes they say, "Oh, we noticed that song," and then they'll like split the ad revenue between us and like I don't know, AC/DC or whatever. They'll like split it between the record company and whoever is doing it. So, which is interesting. It's like, oh, you're doing a cover of the song, well then we take half. It's kind of interesting. Let's see here. Lindsay, it's gonna be okay. How many times have I played covers in live streams? I don't know. Maybe like 100 of them. It's all good. If they ever recognize it, they just say you split the revenue. That's all it is. They say it's not a strike. Anywho, maybe I'll play a tune before I go. How about You're a Heap, the song Rain? Oh, I don't know that one. I'm not sure. Let's see here. What could I play? I play an original. If I play an original, we won't have to deal with that at all. Book and vortex, do do do. Book and vortex, do do do. It's a type of tornado you don't want to meet. It's a type of storm, so get off the street. You don't want to deal with a book and vortex, do 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 do. Book and vortex. I should make an entire. Should make an entire album just like making songs about different types of storms. Like a storm about a hurricane or something. That would be fun. Yeah, that could be interesting. Make one about a supercell. A supercell. Yeah, I mean, I did. Bookend Vortex is a supercell. It's just, it's not it's not the classic supercell, right? This is the censored version, says Neil. Supercell. About a supercell? Would the song about the supercell be, would it sound happy or would it sound like sad or would it sound anxious? Like, let me know in the comments. I need some feedback here. Let's see. Still seeing those strong wind gusts southeast of Calgary. This is still quite a strong line. If you're in Crowfoot, I mean, there's going to be some really strong winds in there. Very possibly 99.72 kilometers an hour heading in towards Crowfoot right now. Bassano. Let's see which way it's going. Yeah, it's moving pretty easterly. So probably Latham, Southesk, maybe Majorville area, Milo, Pageant, Armada, Bow City. Ish, those areas. Julie says it would sound anxious on guitar. Like a weird Radiohead song or something. Speaking of which, I love Radiohead, but there's so many. Boom. How'd that go again? I used to know Paranoid Android. That was a great song. It's been a while, though. Okay, but I'll play a tune before I go. Let's see here. He's been live since 1 p.m. He's allowed to take a break for a song. I totally missed that comment. 1 second here. There are storms in Medicine Hat area. Oh, okay. All good. I can take a peek. Yeah, I do see some lightning and thunder there. Storm overall looks pretty weak on radar, but Definitely some lightning and probably some gusty winds and heavy rain in there. Yeah, tornado watch has been ended. So basically all we have left is these really strong winds near Crowfoot right now. What if I took really famous, awesome songs and then I wrote things about storms with them? Supercell, spinning by itself, spinning around, yeah. Don't want it in your town, no. Supercell, Supercell. That works. Jay says that's what Weird Al did. Yeah, I mean, Weird Al did it differently. He made parodies, right? Like the first time I heard that was really it was Weird Al, you know? Smells Like Teen Spirit was my introduction into, and then by the time I showed it to my brother, he's like, "You don't know who Nirvana is?" I'm like, "What? Who?" You know, he was 3 years older, so his musical tastes were just so much more advanced, and still are to this day. He's always 2 steps ahead of me, and what's the latest awesome stuff. That's just how it goes. Did Jay just say that Nirvana sucked? Alice in Chains? Are you saying that Alice in Chains is better than Nirvana? I mean, they're just 2 totally different bands, right? Alice in Chains is amazing, don't get me wrong. But no, Nirvana defined a generation. It's all good. They did pretty good. They did pretty good. Very tragic story too. I mean, so was Alice in Chains, right? Yeah, but I don't know. You can't say Nirvana sucked. There's no way. No way. Nirvana was at the right thing at the right time, just mwah, just perfect. As soon as you heard that. It was great. Yeah. Those strong winds near Crowfoot maybe starting to taper a bit. The storm has a very weird shape to it. Looks like the thing that lived in the pocket of the guy from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. You know, that little thing that could pick locks? Kind of has that vibe to it. Not too grumpy with these storms. So I think we're pretty close to the end here, but I appreciate you hanging out. Still 345 of you left. We'll see how long that lasts. I'll play you a tune, though. I'll get you a tune out of here. Let's see. All right, one tune. Let's see if this mic can work with me singing loud, but I'll back it up a bit. Probably better if it's pointed a little bit more at the guitar. Cool. I'll play an original. This is called No Apologies. Let me actually back this down a bit. I will not apologize for anything I've done. There's no regrets with who I was, who I have become. It seems strange when I look in the mirror. Future's fuzzy, but it's getting clearer. And I will not be saying sorry. No way I'm saying so. Summer, spring, winter, fall. I can't believe I've done them all. Every time I look outside, it's something new. And every wall tries to tell me every day's the same. They've got no one but themselves to Thanks so much. That's a little ditty called No Apologies. Let's see here. Garrett says, why are Canadian severe warnings so huge? Because they're still county-based, but they have actually developed a storm-based alerting system. But they were going to deploy it this spring, but then they pulled back, and they decided to deploy it next spring, I believe, is the plan. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe earlier if they solve
that. Those severe warnings are combined for all the regions. There is in Alberta really small.
Oh, that's right.
Regions.
That's right. Yeah, on the map. Yeah,
get up.
That's right. We're doing a polygon combining. We have a polygon combining tool that takes all of the little regions of warnings and it like mixes them all together and just does like the big outline around them. So, yeah, we're actually combining it just to make it cleaner on the map. You know, if they're attached to each other, then we just mix them into one polygon. So that's making them look even bigger, but they're not that big. But yeah, they're definitely too big. Trying to think. There's a lot of awesome songs I need to learn. Eric says you should sing for us more often. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. I've just been so busy with storms lately that I've been kind of like getting out of the streams and forgetting to play. But it used to be a staple at one point. Oh, that was terrible now, hon. Should do some whistly, acoustic-y background noise songs. What do you think? I need to do that. That's probably a good idea. All right. Huge lightning in Medicine Hat, says Chandra. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely lots of lightning down there. It's just the storm itself looks, as far as radar's concerned, the storm looks relatively boring. If we do have a different radar station we can go to, though. Let's go to the one that's actually closer. Okay, so the closer one shows a little bit higher values for you. So some moderate rain in there. A little bit of moderate rain, but I think, yeah. Oh, and this one's finally starting to get the juice here down by Warner, which is southeast of Lethbridge, down here in the McNabb-Warner area, down Highway 4. It's starting to actually see some pretty strong values over here, 88.92 kilometers an hour. Starting to see some big wind values at the bottom of that storm as it eventually heads out towards the international border. So there's that. All right, I'm going to take one little scroll across the country, and then I think we're going to shut down the stream for the evening because, yeah, we've been at it for a while. This is our second stream of the day. Let's see here. A couple little storms up by Prince George, nothing too exciting up in British Columbia. And we have the remainders of the hailstorm that went through Calgary, tracking down to the southeast with some pretty strong wind gusts in there, and we do have some lightning in Medicine Hat's been reported, and we've got the storm southeast of Raymond as well too that look pretty decent. Some pretty strong winds in there as well. So, do Hootie? What, Hootie and the Blowfish? Yeah, they're great. I wonder if I changed the music but still use the same words as an existing. I think that's when we'd get the ding on the channel, is like the, oh, you have to share the revenue ding or whatever. Because I think they it's like the capturing of the words tells them what song it is. But I don't think they're being like, is that a C sharp? Is that a G? Like, my guitar's not even tuned the same as all of those songs that I played. So I don't think they catch it. Care says, are you from the Weather Network in Burlington? No. We are not from the Weather Network. No. We're called Instant Weather. Trying to emphasize the speed thing with the instant. So yeah, so if I took a different song, like, just made it like bluesy. I'll think about it. Anyways, it's all good. Let's see here. DRM avoidance trick. Have your guitar tuned exactly half a semitone one way. Well, I mean, I always played in half step down. So actually, not always. Most of the time, my guitar is in a full step down. Because then you go to play something like Hotel California or something, and you don't have to like stretch to the moon to try to hit those notes. One time, I was playing a show in Collingwood, and the singer of Dream Theater was sitting in front of me, and I don't really follow Dream Theater. I mean, they're obviously super talented and super cool. Mike Mangini is one of the greatest drummers of all time, and John Portnoy, I think his name is. The guitar player is incredible. Anyways, but Mike, was it Mike Portnoy? No, Mike Portnoy was the other drummer, right? That's right. Anyways. But yeah, so he was sitting across from me, and then he actually said something about Hotel California. He's like, "You did a good job with Hotel California." I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, dude." And it was, he showed me his kid's band, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it was the guy from Dream Theater. They're a monster band. They're a huge band. Brady says, "Can you sing the original song?" I just did. I just sang. I'm trying to think of some other originals. I'm working on a bunch, so let me work on them. I'll get them all polished up, and then we'll rock that, and I'll put them on the stream, so it'll be good. I can do that. I can tackle that. So, anyways, let's see here. Goo Goo Dolls, yeah, Iris is amazing. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks so much for joining us and hanging out with us. We sincerely appreciate it. Thank you, Bren, for all your help, and of course, Alana. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Brennan. Thanks again.